Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. It is Monday. That means it's time for Monday Night Raw. That's still Ethan. I'm Travis. And Mommy isn't here. Mommy got injured.
Oh, no, she got injured.
They use it. They're playing it.
Because she just injures people.
Mm-hmm. They're like, everybody knows she injures everybody. How about we just play an angle where she injures everybody?
All the time, no matter what. Anyways, we have people in the chat. We got Walter with us, Sophie, and Robert Warney with us right now. Hey, guys. Glad to see you tonight for Monday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Walter says, hey, Travis, and hey, Daphne. And Sophie's like, hi, WWE is expected to announce an Australia pay-per-view for next year sometime tomorrow.
Oh, good.
Walter says, Cody Rhodes promo. Boo, Dominic Mysterio. Robert says, what it do? And Walter says, okay, Raw, good matches. Hurry up, guys. Sophie says, one of the people from Endeavor hinted that they might package the WWE UFC TV deals, but for a short time. Sophie says, you guys running late again. Don't care, Sophie. Don't care. Walter's like, good. Rhea got hurt by Nia Jax. Oh, Walter.
We don't want people injured.
We don't want Nia Jax injuring people. Ayla is also in the chat. Hey, Ayla, good to see you tonight. How are you doing?
Friends.
Dom looks like he's sick because he's like so pale. It's kind of gross. And Walter's like, hi, Ayla. And Sophie says, The Rock said that his SmackDown return was actually a surprise. Ayla's like, sorry, I haven't came by. I can tomorrow. It's not a big deal, Ayla. Don't worry about it. No big deal. What? She has eyes for Jey Uso now?
That's what he said.
What?
He's breaking him up. Cody's a gossip girl.
Wait.
Nope. And here comes the rest of the family.
Okay.
The backhavers.
It's family. It was like, hi, Walter. And Sophie says it looks like the Hollywood strikes might be coming to an end on Wednesday. Bummer. I was hoping they would continue to strike forever. So we could hear about it more and more.
Get him fired.
Walter says, okay, at 9:05 p.m. I'm going to be here Wednesday, 8 p.m. after bingo. Still in chat. All right. Harley says, hello. Hey, Harley. Good to see you tonight. How are you doing? How was your weekend? Walter says, boo, Judgment Day. So it was like Batista even hinted that he might want to come back to the WWE now. Yeah. Sounds like they're all losers and they just need money. Losers. They're like, well, Hollywood's not giving us any money because the writers are crybabying in their spilled milk. So I guess I better go find something else to do. Will you guys let me come back for a minute and pay me millions of dollars? Dun, dun, dun. John Sparkling in the chat. Hey, John says, what's up, gang? Not much. What's up with you? How you doing? What's up?
Woo!
What's up? What's up? What's up? Sophie says, before Friday night, the last time The Rock was on SmackDown was 4 years ago.
Yep, now you got to start that clock all over.
Yeah, he'll never come back ever again. You'll never see him. Strikes end, and he'll be like, yeah, I'm doing it. Doing it wild and stuff. Harley says, weekend was okay. I was kind of under the weather. Aw, I'm sorry that you don't feel good. That sucks.
Mortal Kombat.
Yes. Melissa Castro in the chat says, false advertisement. Ain't no way I listen to y'all. Oh, that's nice.
That's too bad. We're actually fun to hang out with.
Yeah. It's a watch along, you know. Not, hey, we show the whole thing. Oh, bummer. It was like he's dead. Oh my God, who is it? Sophie's like, I've seen reports that expect a lot of surprise cameos across both brands with Endeavor being the owners. Neat. Walter says, Agent called The Rock if there's any new movies coming. No more strike. LOL. Yeah, Walter, that's who they listen to. John says, you don't think Rock versus Roman at Mania 40?
No.
Why would The Rock waste his ever-loving time? Why? It looks like The Rock, he got covered in paper. Oh, no. So it's like Jade Cargill is actually at the Performance Center today. Brandon Stevens says Raquel Rodriguez marry Brandon Stevens. Ooh, want some rack rat, huh? Brandon's also about Nia Jax returns to Raw. I don't know. She did return on Saturday or Friday, whatever that day was. So that happened. Wasn't she on SmackDown?
I think that was last
that
Monday.
Raw? Oh, I don't remember. It's how much I don't want to see her on my TV. I've forgotten all about it. Just like that. Gone. Not the killing. Weirdo.
Land that
And they're having a match, old Domity Dom, and what's his face? Cody Rhodes. It's a match, everybody. It's happening. They're fighting each other.
It should be a good one.
That Dragon Lee dude, he's ready to get that championship from Dominic. It's on Raw, the NXT North American Championship. Because God fucking forbid that they put it on NXT for the NXT North American Championship. Jesus fucking Christ.
There's the bell. We're underway.
Oh, Walter says Brian Pillman Jr. is at the Performance Center too.
Yeah, I think he'll go to NXT, though. I don't think Jade will end up in NXT.
So he says with Australia having a WWE pay-per-view, it'll be interesting to see when they put it all on the schedule. And Walter says, okay, Cody for the win. Harley
It's a good one, but I would assume it'll be a
channel is
Saturday at night,
Cool.
like it always is, because that's what they do in the UFC. It's just the fans will have to be there at like 8 in the morning, 9 in the morning, or whatever. Mm-hmm. They just do it earlier in Australia on a Sunday, and then it's prime time here.
Harley, I can't expound on your statements. You'll have to tell us this channel is also... John says they didn't let Piper and Nia go yet. Guess not. Sophie says, what an interesting match to open Raw. Walter says, Dragon Lee from NXT. Okay. Sophie says, so they spoiled who is going to win the NXT North American Championship on Sunday. John says, Raw and 2 football games. Oh my.
I know I'm going to turn it on picture-in-picture here pretty soon.
Sophie says, I mean, do they put it before Saudi Arabia pay-per-view on Mania or after those pay-per-views?
Doesn't matter.
Says, okay, I'm leaving.
If they want to do it in the summer,
back.
they'll do it in, January, February. But if they want to do it in the fall, it depends on what season they want to do it there, or if they want it inside or outside, or what stadium they'll do it in, and all that.
It will depend on when they want it. Walter wants the Steelers to lose on NFL. That's not very nice, Walter. You're not a Steelers
Oh, God, that was a boss.
fan. Dom Spotch?
Uh-huh.
Oh, totally.
Cody Cutter. And that's how it should end, and it should end pretty quick.
And it won't because he got up for some reason.
It's over.
Done.
And that's how it should be. 2 minutes.
Sophie says ABC announced for the first time ever Monday Night Football is going to be on every week, so Raw will get killed in the ratings until December.
Monday nights always had Monday Night Football.
Every Monday.
Every Monday throughout the football season.
Walter's like, Cody won, yes! And John's like, Steelers don't usually lose back-to-back. I wouldn't know much about the Steelers.
Well, they're a different team than the team I grew up watching there. Mike Tomlin's not that great, and he took over a fantastic team, kind of drove it into the ground. And now they don't have Ben Roethlisberger. I don't know. I don't even know who their quarterback is, to be honest. Oh, Kevin Owens coming down to help. Looked like they were going to beat him up.
Kevy.
But they did that right. I like how they did that. I wonder if Triple H is happy with that.
What is that?
Dominic, their North American champion, losing in 10 minutes and 9 seconds.
2 minutes, you meant?
What'd I say?
10. I thought you said 10, sorry.
2 minutes and 9 seconds.
That's exactly how it should be.
Well,
The
yeah.
shitty part of it being is the NXT Championship's going to be on Raw next week. That's the match.
It doesn't.
That's just
It's against some jobber.
Dragon Lee is not a jobber.
Oh, yeah? Tell me all about him.
I don't know anything about him, but I bet Picola knows everything.
No, he doesn't.
He knows everything.
I mean, Piccola might know everything. He might know who the guy is, but he's basically
John's like,
a jobber.
Tomlin never had a losing season.
Not the team he took over. That team was stacked.
Chris says Dom has to face Carmelo tomorrow. Yeah, well, he's also facing Dragon Lee for the NXT Championship on, next Monday for Raw. So there's that. Walter says Kevin Owens and Sammy, yeah, they came down to help old Cody, which is weird, but okay. Not sure why that's going on.
They were helping each other throughout the whole Roman thing and all that. We have it on remote.
Friends. Sophie says that Teenage Mutant Turtles movie that Seth Rogen directed will be on Paramount Plus tomorrow.
Nice.
The weird cartoony one that looks awkward.
It's done by real
creepy.
teenagers. Yeah.
Looks so creepy. Walter's like,
Oh,
oh
cut the
man, no
music.
fight. Harley
It's gonna
says
be about
this
Jey
channel is
Uso. What do you wanna
also
bet?
awesome. Oh, thanks, Harley. You're awesome too. Oh no, why are they talking?
I said, what do you want to bet?
They're going to have a fight?
No.
Oh, what's it going to be about? What's it going to be about?
The Uzi.
It's going to be about.
The Uzi.
About Sammy? Like, I don't like him.
No.
Oh.
All right. So,
Whoa, what is going on?
I'm setting up.
Why is there so many?
Because there's 3 games on. So, this one can be that one.
There's also baseball on.
Well, I know.
Holy Jesus.
You're worrying too much.
I'm not worrying about anything.
Nothing's happened yet.
My God, all I said was words.
Where do you want
God's
the
sakes.
wrestling?
Probably down would probably be the best one,
This
maybe.
one?
No, I don't know. Wherever it's easier for you to see it, I guess. I don't really watch. So I was like, yeah, that one. John's like, teasing KO turn. Joshua Phillips in the chat. Hey, Joshua says, what you think about Rock showing up on SmackDown?
It's all right.
I think it was a PR stunt,
It
sir.
was. It was to get everybody's mind off of all the people that got released.
All the people that got released and lost their fucking jobs because of their little merger. They're like, we'll bring Rock out. It's a PR stunt. Nobody will. Look over here. These are not the drones you're looking for. These are not the droids you're looking for. Idiots.
It was smooth. That's how you do it.
Was it? Because I was the one that literally pointed it out. Like, this is a PR stunt. This is ridiculous. Sophie says, Dragon Lee already getting called up. He hasn't been in NXT that long. He's not called up, Sophie. It's for the NXT Championship. It's just going to be on Raw, which
Hopefully
is ridiculous.
he takes it back to NXT.
Where it belongs. Rick Sanchez in the chat says, hope Goldberg comes back.
He could. Maybe in the Australian show next year.
Walter says, so UFC and WWE merged, so some 100 people got let go. Dana Warrior got released. Who is that?
I don't know who that is.
Who's Dana Warrior?
Oh, Dana Warrior. That's the Ultimate Warrior's wife. She was like a writer or something for him.
Oh.
She does the Warrior Award every year
Oh.
at the Hall of Fame.
Well, that's pretty gay. They're like, well, you can't work for us anymore, but we want you to do the Warrior Award every year still, okay? For the Hall of Fame. Otherwise, we don't want you here.
Is that Cleveland? It looks like a goddamn college team. Pretty sure it's Cleveland.
It's the Browns and the Steelers.
Yeah.
The Saints and the Panthers.
Yeah, no, I'm not looking at this one, yeah. The Steelers.
Harley says the referees screwed the Detroit Lions. What?
It happens.
John says they could have let those 100 people keep their jobs instead of paying The Rock for 20 minutes. It's true.
Yeah.
Joshua Phillips says, well, you think he will have another match?
Or they could have got rid of Triple H and been able to pay those guys the rest of their lives.
It's a possibility. You know, Josh, I don't know if The Rock will have another match. So the last time he actually had a match, he ended up having like multiple hernia surgeries. By
But
the
he
way.
could. I mean, he could.
Just if
set up
anybody
something.
wants to know what happened to him in that match, his guts literally were falling out of him, of his stomach.
All right, here we go.
Muscle.
Hope everybody can hear this. Jey Uso.
Who is that?
Jey Uso.
Oh no, he's back on Raw because
Facts.
of you.
Facts don't
So
care
it
about
says,
feelings.
With Dana Warrior released, I wonder what that means for the Ultimate Warrior award that they give out in the Hall of Fame. Well, they should still have to do it, right? Sophie says they are planning to do Cena versus Solo for the Rumble. If that happens, it'll be 17 years since Cena faced Umaga. Walter says, I wonder who from WWE management got let go. I don't know.
I'm sure there's
Sophie says
a list.
The Rock looks like he could wrestle more than a few times. So the last time he wrestled, Sophie, he literally had to have surgery done because all of his guts, his intestines were coming through his stomach wall.
So obviously he can wrestle because he actually got into a fight on SmackDown. If they're not able to wrestle, they won't have him contact.
That's true.
And there was a little bit of contact, so he probably can wrestle.
They gave him a small dude to do it with, so it kind of probably helped.
It was nice seeing Austin and The Rock back in the ring together, though.
Yeah.
It's good for the business.
So good.
He said duty.
He said duty. My job's to make these people happy. John says Rock versus Cena in a hernia match. That was the one. That was that match.
It sure was.
Joshua Phillips says, you think CM Punk is coming back to WWE? So
Yes.
many people want it.
At the Survivor Series, it's happening. Do I really think it's going to happen? No, but it's fun for a PR. It's going to be in Chicago.
Right? Sophie says, he had a minute match with Eric Rowan at WrestleMania 7 years ago.
I was going to say he did wrestle right after that.
Sophie
But it was like 30 seconds or something.
says WWE is already making plans for Jade Cargill when she debuts in the WWE.
I sure hope so. And
They better do it right or I'm going to be fucking pissed.
They better do it in a way that she's main eventing.
Because she's that bitch and they better not take that away from her.
I wonder what type of character she's going to be.
I don't know, but it better not be something stupid. It better
Like
be
a
exactly what
librarian.
she is. Oh, God.
Her hair up and the glasses on, and she's a librarian or something. It'd be kind of weird. I'm just wondering how they're going to do it. Because sometimes creative doesn't get it right. And other times it works. I mean, because if you thought about it, like right now, if I just said, hey, that guy's tall, let's dress him up as a dead guy. And we'll put him with a pallbearer. And we'll actually call that guy Pallbearer. What would you think? Like, you're going to be like, shut the fuck up. Like, no, seriously, this is going to work. Like, no, that's not going to work. Oh, wait, that's The Undertaker. And he Hall of Famer. And obviously, he top 5. Could be top 4.
Joshua says, if so, Travis, who would he feud with? CM Punk.
If they want to do it right and just electrifying, it has to be The Miz. And let them both just go.
Be mean to each other.
No leashes. Just say what you want to say. If we have to, we'll beep it. We'll bleep it. We'll put it on like a 10-second delay so we can bleep some of it out. I mean, I don't even care if you call each other.
The Miz would rip him up one side and down the other, and I don't think CM Punk could keep up with it.
CM Punk's pretty damn good.
He is, but I think he would revert to just swearing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's why they'd have to put in a little bit of a delay. Miz can swear if he needs to. He won't, but
I
he
know
could.
he won't. He doesn't need to.
Oh, Kevin Owens is walking out on
So
him.
Kevin Owens is mad because he is pissed off that Cody Rhodes brought Jey Uso back, so he's not happy about that.
Was jellyfish. You got to remember, that Sammy had a choice to choose between Kevin and Jay, and he'd been friends with Kevin most of his life, and he chose Jay. Remember in the Elimination Chamber, that match?
Oh, yeah.
And he kicked Sami Dan, in the face.
Right. And Jay's like, I accidentally kicked you. And Kale's like, you kicked me on purpose.
And so now what we're looking at is just jellyfish. Like,
Kale's like, he's my friend, not your friend.
Yeah, it's kind of like getting in a relationship and cheating, but emotionally cheating, not sexual cheating. Although you could emotionally cheat to sex. Like, they actually bond over the fighting in the relationship.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about? Like a real cheating, not just like I slept with a hooker. Like slept with a coworker because we got emotionally connected. Like a real cheating.
Right.
There's levels to this shit.
Right. Sophie says it's conflicting reports about if she is going to NXT or the main roster once she does make the jump to the WWE.
If they put her in NXT, it's over. It's dumb. You might as well write her off.
Unless like Travis said when we talked about it last week. They bring her into NXT. She fucking dominates Becky. Takes the fucking belt. She shows up for SmackDown, let's say. Throws the fucking NXT belt in the fucking garbage.
Mm-hmm. On her way to the main roster.
On her way out to whoever has it on SmackDown. Who's the winner on SmackDown?
It's Io Sky.
Io Sky or whatever.
And just decimates Sky.
And then just fucking takes her out completely and becomes that bitch and literally dominates and has the title and keeps it for a while.
Until Mania, and then Charlotte takes it from her or whatever. But.
So, I mean, they're not going to do that, but, I mean, because we want her to, if she did, they did bring her to NXT for whatever reason. We want it to her character, make it look like it's a complete waste of time.
Mm-hmm. And just have it like where Becky doesn't know who her opponent's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then she just shows up. The crowd goes crazy for like a second. Becky's overwhelmed because she doesn't know she didn't have any time to prepare and gets beat.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
Because even though Becky is like, she went over on NXT, by the way. Like, she brought in ratings on NXT that they did not expect, by the way.
Yeah.
So...
I can put it on both of the bottom ones if you want to.
Oh, it's up to you.
It's up to you if you want to see it better.
Walter says, okay, guys, hurry up. KO wasting WWE fans' time. Matches on card. Lacan is in the chat, says WrestleMania 40 Brock versus Rock final. Sophie says, but that means they have to do what they didn't do with Cody by referencing her past with AEW.
Can you imagine The Rock versus Brock at WrestleMania? How would they even do it?
I don't know.
And I don't mean the match. The match would be fine. But can you imagine, like, how is that not the fucking main event? But it's going to be Roman in the main event.
Right.
So Brock and The Rock kick off WrestleMania? Would you have them kick off night one?
I don't know how they do that.
So they can get out of there for the week?
Sophie says, with Endeavor, the owner of the WWE, that might change CM Punk's mind about re-signing with the WWE. Because he's a loser in both of them. Is that why?
Yeah, I don't
Sophie?
know. I don't know if Vince would hire him or not.
Joshua says, Miz depends if they want to make him heel or babyface, you know. It doesn't matter. Like, Miz is kind of like in between. It
doesn't matter. It's like a Randy Orton
will
type.
not matter with Miz, babyface or heel. CM Punk will always just be a jackass. So, and I mean like a heel, like just a jackass. That's what I mean. Not like that's just his character.
Right. He can play the babyface, but it doesn't come over
It
genuine.
doesn't go off very well, and he can't pull it off for very long.
It does. It's not genuine.
Exactly. Sophie says, great. A tease of another Owen-Zane feud. Jeffrey Giordano is in the chat. Hey, Jeffrey says, WWE Jimmy Uso. Sophie says, Ricky Starks is another name WWE is interested in signing.
True.
Sophie says, I wonder when Jade Cargill debuts on WWE TV, how many people would know who she is and how many people will be like a Bianca Belair copycat.
Well, she won't. I doubt she'll have that character.
Nope.
To where it's like the same. And you... I don't want to go off. I don't want to be angry sounding. But no one has the right to say that because there's another black woman in wrestling to say that she's a copycat of the other. So there can only be one black woman? Or it's a copy? I don't like that. It's making my heart beat fast. You can't just assume because there's another black person that they're the same.
Yeah, like, why would you even say that? That's weird.
It's ridiculous.
They're completely two
uncalled
different people,
for.
Two completely different styles. I'm not even the same, and they're just people. Like,
yeah, they're not anywhere near the same. They don't have the same builds. They don't have the same backgrounds. They don't have anything the same at all. Except for they both wear wig things.
Hair.
Well,
they both have some pretty interesting hair. Let's put it that way. They do some pretty interesting hair. And it's funny because Jade Cargill did do an interview about her hair and why she wears wigs in the ring. Mm-hmm. Because it's so much easier to do rather than her natural hair.
Yeah, she can't use her natural hair because by the end of the match it's
just crazy.
She says it's everywhere.
She's like, it's
because
everywhere.
She would love to have her natural hair.
Oh, of course she would.
Which you can't blame her. I mean, who would to wrestle in a wig?
Exactly, and make sure it doesn't come off and shit. Because we've seen what happens with them, right? With Sasha Banks.
Yeah, Sasha had to adjust hers all the time.
Constantly until she found some glue or something.
My question is, have you ever worn one? Like playing around or anything?
A wig? No, I haven't really.
I would wear them with Halloween costumes, but I was a kid, so I would assume they're. Yeah. Are they itchy though?
I don't think they are. I think the ones that they would get probably are a little bit better. Not like Halloween costume
I do want to ask
style.
somebody that, are those itchy?
Are they itchy? Sophie says Brock versus Rock 2 has been talked about for years since Brock came back in 12. Walter says Kofi Kingston for the win. Good Raw tonight so far. I think it's Xavier Woods that's in this match. I think Kofi's broken, Walter.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Woods versus Ivar.
Oh, no, it is Kofi. Never mind. You're right, Walter. It is Kofi. I thought he was broken. Did he come back from his broken?
But Kofi,
he wants
Ivar.
To slap him. Chris says Rock at SmackDown was nothing more than a glorified PR stunt.
Exactly what it was, and that's okay.
Yeah, Chris, that's exactly what it was.
Don't look over here.
Joshua says, is Natalya back? We haven't seen Natalya for a bit. Walter says, respect to Jey Uso coming to Raw. Sophie says, with The Rock's surprise appearance, it brought a lot of old-time fans back to the product. For 2.5 seconds, Sophie. Mason Davis in the chat says, what's up? What's up, Mason? How you doing? Walter says, Natalya is injured.
Natalya probably, right this second, she can be injured and still help people, by the way.
Yes.
Is with
Oh, I'm sure she's probably doing, she's probably training.
She's with her. She's working with her. That's what she does. She's a mentor. And if she's healthy, that'll be her first match. 9 times out of 10, we see that.
Yep. Sophie says, I thought this was supposed to be a 2 out of 3 falls tag match that they advertised. I don't know.
Did they advertise it last week?
Oh, so something happened with Eric, it sounds like.
Yeah, Eric's not out there.
And so it's not going to be a tag match anymore. They were going to cancel it, but Kofi wanted to know what Ivar was doing. And so he won the rock, paper, scissors of who was going to fight him. That's what they're talking about right now.
Well, they're in Salt Lake. I forgot about that.
Yeah, they're in Salty Lakey. Well, it's a little bit south of us, about 3 hours.
Yeah, if you drive slow.
Ravi says, yo, what's up? Not much, Ravi. How are you? How was your weekend?
All right,
Sophie
we're underway.
Is Jade Cargill departure from AEW a big loss to them?
Yes. It decimates their women's division. Who do they have now?
Chris Statlander. Not even DMD because she sucks.
DMD's lost it. She was good.
Saraya can't do shit because of her broken neck. Toni Storm's some weird fucking...
she's not good. Like, let's be honest.
I don't know. She's trying her acting skills, and it's not going over too well for me.
They basically don't have a women's division anymore. Jade was a homegrown talent that they let go.
Sophie says, who would have thought when this year began we would see Cena and The Rock on the same show? You know, Sophie, cool. There's somebody that came into our chat all the time that said it was going to happen. I don't remember who it was, but they always said. Always. Ravi says, D, don't tell me you didn't like The Rock back. I don't really give a shit, Ravi. Sophie says, yeah, they advertise it in commercial. Well, earlier today they canceled that, Sophie.
Eric got hurt.
Eric is broken somehow, some way. Something happened to him. Who knows what it is. Holy shit, that guy's fat.
Football player?
No.
Oh, the batter?
Yeah. But he's like tall. He's like, I'm a big tall guy.
I'm trying to see what team that is.
It's Milwaukee.
Oh, Milwaukee. Milwaukee always has these bigger guys. They had Prince Fielder for a while, too.
His name is Tellez?
Yeah. Rowdy. Or
know.
Roddy, or...
Maybe.
How do you say that name? There's a name that you can say like that. Rowdy, I think. Is that a name?
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's that one.
Sophie says, do you expect Steve Austin to show up at some point? He usually pops up at random times throughout the year.
Ugh. Yeah, I mean, he could, for sure.
Robbie's like, good, chilled out with my nephew, watched him play football. Cool.
I liked The Rock when he first came up, and I've always liked The Rock. Like, I usually have nothing negative to say about The Rock. What they did on Friday is a PR stunt that has nothing to do with The Rock. He just played along with it. Mm-hmm. But he's in trouble with the other shit that he's pulling with the Hawaii stuff.
Don't worry, though. He got his payday to be there.
Right. But I've never liked Austin. Stunning Steve Austin. Like, I didn't like him in WCW, and then when he went to WWE, it was just weird to me that they signed Stunning Steve Austin, and he cut his hair off, and then he was bald, and then all of a sudden he was like some badass. Mm-hmm. Never liked it. So, and he never lasted very long anyways. I feel like if he would have had a long career, he deserves to be on the Mount Rushmore. Mm-hmm. But he didn't. He was only there for a short period of time before he got hurt. Mm. But I know a lot of people love him, so I don't usually talk bad about him. He's probably a good person. I like his podcast and stuff, Get Over, and he usually does a pretty good job. But I was never a fan of him in wrestling.
Right. Joshua says, Ruby in AEW is okay, ain't she? Yeah, that's the point, though. She's only okay. And she's not homegrown talent. She's a WWE reject or leftover or whatever you want to call it. And so it's really hard to say, yeah, that's fantastic. But Walter says, go Kofi, get the win. Joshua says, is Liv still injured thanks to freaking Rhea Ripley? I don't know.
You know, I don't know what Liv is up to. I don't know if she was injured. I mean, I know she was injured on TV, but I don't know what's happening to her in real life. Like human life. Hopefully she comes back pretty soon.
Sophie says, SmackDown got past 2 million viewers this week.
Not a surprise.
Bentley Darby in the chat. Hey, Bentley says, what have I missed on WWE? Cody Rhodes came out and had a talk, and then Dominic came out and they talked together, and the crowd booed him, and then they had a two-minute match.
Yeah,
and
Cody
then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn came out to help Cody against the Judgment Day because they came out to beat him up. And then KO had a meltdown and a temper tantrum because Cody Rhodes was the oracle that brought back Jey Uso, and Kevin Owens hates him with a passion of hate and loathing. So there's that part.
And now we're having a match with Kofi versus Ivar.
And it was supposed to be a tag match.
2 out of 3
falls count anywhere 1 or 2, 3 out of falls, whatever. It was advertised. But that's not happening. So, yeah. So now it's just Kofi versus Ivar. So that's where we're at right now. Now we're at a commercial, but that's the match that was left off before we went to commercial. Sophie says, can you believe we never got Austin versus Hogan one-on-one? They were building towards that before they went Rock versus Hogan. Sophie says, Keith Lee probably wishes he was still Bearcat now. And Vindicator's in the chat for a second, saying hi, hello. Says, hey, Deletha, just popping in to say hi like I promised. Thank you. Yay, Vin. Came in to say hi for a minute.
Woo.
But also dealing with a painful neck strain right now, too. So I don't make it in the chat. I'm going to say this is definitely the reason. Aw, bummer. Did a tree jump out in front of you? And you had to stomp on your brakes in your car really fast and you got whiplash? Did you get whiplash? Chris says the do need to push Sky Blue and Taya Valkyrie now on AEW since Jade is...
The race.
Who the fuck is that racing?
It's... They do it at all their
Is it just some
gigs.
guy?
Yeah,
some guy out of the crowd. They're like, hey, you want to race this guy? And the guy's like, I'm fast. And he's
right, and then they give him like 100 feet head start or something.
Oh, jeez. Wouldn't it be hilarious if they got some guy out of the crowd and they're like, we got you, and then he's like some like super Olympic athlete that they didn't know he was or some shit. He's like, Phew.
Run circles around the guy. Gives him a head start.
He's not a normal, like, just fan out there. Anyways, Chris says they do need to push Sky Blue and Taya Valkyrie now on AEW since Jade is gone. Sophie says WWE Women main evented all three brands last week. They did something like that before not that long ago. And Vin says, hope to chat with you guys next week.
Woo! Yeah, take care of that neck.
Sophie says Luke Gallows is injured. And Walter says, guys, get your snacks and drinks for wrestling. And Vindicator says, oh, no whiplash. Probably just slept in the wrong way, but it is very painful. Travis had that happen to him, too.
Oh,
so he knows
crippling.
how it is. He was, like, crippled for, like, 5 weeks.
Oh, my God.
He still has problems with it and complains about it every once in a while. He's a big baby.
What I did is I got rid of 2 pillows and just went down to 1. And it was awkward at first, but then my head wasn't cocked while I was sleeping. So I want my head straight when I sleep. But I used to like having the double pillows. But it did hurt my neck.
Sophie says, I feel like Jade won't be in NXT that long. And Ravi says, D, don't mock a man when he's injured. LOL. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't attacked by a tree. Sometimes that happens to Ben. It's sad and terrifying for him. PTSD and whatnot.
It's devastating.
Walter says, I got a flu shot today. I'm fine. Doctor's appointment, all good. Oh, you got your flu shot, Walter? You don't feel all ick? I'm glad you had your doctor's appointment and you're doing good.
So close. I've never had a flu shot.
I did. It was terrible. I got the flu. You can't have that happen. Whatever. 2 weeks later, I got the motherfucking flu.
What were you doing to get a flu shot? Like
my mom had cancer.
I was wondering what you were.
Sophie says it'll be interesting what Roman's reaction is going to be to The Rock's return whenever he does show up on WWE again. Anyways, Vin said, I guess it typically takes a week or so to get better. At least I hope.
Yeah, it goes away as long as you... Like, dude, mine was so bad, I couldn't find a way to hold my head that didn't hurt. Unless I, like, was standing up in the kitchen and I put my head on the cabinet. Or if I got down in, like, in a pray position, it just wouldn't move. Or laid back in my lazy boy and just completely relaxed. But then you have to get up.
Yeah.
And that's the worst part for me, because mine was like a sharp, like a calf cramp. Like you wake up a Charlie horse, but in the neck. And it lasted for like 3 days. Not 5 weeks.
It was 5 weeks. 5 weeks.
3 days.
5 weeks. Harley's like, feel better, Vindicator. Joshua says, so what's going on now with WWE Raw, guys? Well, it just came back from commercial and
we're
Kofi's
back.
kicking Ivar's ass.
He is.
We'll see how long it lasts,
And the crowd is chanting New Day Rocks. Which Deletha doesn't like because I say it all the time.
Sophie says, John Cena is advertised for the Saudi Arabia pay-per-view, and Ravi says, D, don't mock a man when he's injured. Why are you repeating yourself, Ravi?
Did they say when the Saudi Arabia pay-per-view is? Is it the 4th?
Oh, Kofi kicked out of that. Ivar thought he had him. So did that lady on the outside with her horns of plenty.
What?
What?
Horns of plenty?
Yeah, horns of plenty.
Is that from a Christmas
says, thanks,
song?
Harley. See ya, everyone. Walter's like, so Big E is out, just Kofi and Woods for New Day.
Yeah, Big E broke his neck a long time ago.
Neck's broken, Walter,
like over a year ago.
Walter's like, Finn, get better. Sophie's like, NXT has a pay-per-view Sunday, which I could see it being the last NXT pay-per-view for some people down there. Robbie says, D, is Kofi holding it down tonight? How would I
You
know?
think they're going to get fired? Do you think they're going to release some NXT talent?
Sophie says, I think November 4th. That means we have 2 WWE pay-per-views in that month.
Yeah, I think we're going to have it in November. They usually do. It makes a lot of sense.
That kick came from out of nowhere.
From nowhere?
From nowhere.
Out of it? How do you come out of nowhere?
So Ivar is like losing weight, and so his like fat is all like weirdly saggy.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like,
Oh.
you know how it used to be pretty solid looking?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's all like kind of jiggly weird looking
Yeah.
on some places, like his boobs
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
and his underarms.
Oh, his glove.
Man
The ball was
chest.
stuck in the glove, so he threw his glove.
Oh, that's funny.
You'll see it here. Baseball's awesome. Look at see. He's like, just take my glove.
He's like, here you go. Here's the look. He's like, here it is. I caught it.
Uh-oh. Ivar, high risk. Oh, shit. That's 8,000 pounds of man.
Oh,
Kofi
Kofi got out of
kicks
it though.
out. Valhalla's screaming.
With her horns aplenty. Gross.
Oh, that's what you're talking about. Like, who the hell has horns? Look at that beard.
Robbie says, D, is Kofi holding... Oh, I read that stupid one. And Sophie's like, or they get called up. Robbie says, no repeat. It's your chat bugging. Robbie, I see the one that you retracted. You retracted your message, and then you said it again. Only this time you spelled man with an M instead of nan, like N-A-N. Dude, don't fucking fuck off with me. I don't like it. It's dumb. Sophie says at least they stopped giving us pay-per-views in December, so they have plenty of time to build the Royal Rumble pay-per-view.
Yeah, except for that. What was it like? Not last year. Not this year that we're in, but the year before they did that New Year's Day one. It was called Day One.
Ugh.
I'm so glad they got rid of that.
Joshua says, so do you think Dom will ever be cool with his dad anytime soon? You know, behind closed doors, Joshua, at home, I bet you they're actually cool.
Yeah, they probably talk to each other.
Walter says, geez, poor Kofi's ribs.
Yeah. 8,000 pounds a man.
So if it's like, do you think Dom will lose his championship in one of his next defenses? He
I
should.
do. I think he could, even to this jobber guy that he's
Dragon
wrestling.
Lee.
Dragon Lee that he's wrestling next week. 1, 2, 3. Kofi wins in 13 minutes. Who the fuck goes 13 minutes with Ivar? Kofi was a world champion. "13 minutes and 4 seconds with Ivar."
Walter's like, Kofi won. Okay. So this is wonder who is the next AEW star to jump to the WWE.
Stratton's close. She's a lot closer than I thought. I mean, Becky should have won that match in a few seconds.
That's not what they asked.
Oh, the next one to come to WWE.
Wonder who is the next AEW star to jump to the WWE. Travis listened with his man ears.
Well, we've been talking about
We've been
NXT.
talking back and forth about NXT stuff and everything, yes. we have.
Anyways, so I would say it could be Wardlow or Ricky Stark. I don't know when their contracts are coming up. Those are the two that I can think of right offhand. But the Murder Hawk, if his contract comes up, I have a feeling that they'll be way interested in him, since they were deciding between him and Karrion Kross, and they obviously picked the wrong guy.
Mm-hmm. Bentley says, when do you think Randy Orton is coming back? Oh,
I have
know,
a hard
I
time
don't-
thinking he's going to.
I don't know what's going on with Randy Orton. We haven't seen or heard any like releases about his medical stuff or anything of that nature, and that kind of scares you when you don't hear that stuff. That kind of makes it like you won't be seeing him for a while longer. So I don't know.
So the game is on this channel, right?
Okay.
But this game is like at halftime, so they're showing the game.
Yes. And it's like
And it's
weird.
ahead.
Oh, yeah.
So they put it ahead. On the channel, it's not even on. Now I could just bet people what's going to happen.
Highlight of the night.
Oh, the bars, they actually have a thing where you can pick what the next play is going to be.
Oh.
You could just be watching that game and picking all.
That's funny.
Pass deep right, pass deep right, pass deep left, pass deep
Walter's
left.
like, Ibar is 500 pounds. He might be. Sophie says, I wonder how long the original match would have lasted. If it would have been the tag team one? I don't know.
Not 13 minutes.
Robbie
my
says,
guess.
gee, you wanted longer matches, and there you go, 13 minutes.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't.
Oh.
It's just a weird match to have at 13 minutes, but okay. Harley's like, 19 more days until my birthday. Yeah? What you doing for your birthday? You gonna have a fun time? Sophie's like, $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase said that WWE had plans for Bray Wyatt's next feud before his passing. I'm sure they probably had lots of plans.
Here comes Shinsuke. Hopefully Shinsuke makes short work of this dude.
Joshua says, but why would Dom be a jerk and put his dad down, but behind WWE he loves his dad? That would be weird, don't you think? Well, Joshua, the WWE does a lot of weird things when it comes to storylines and stuff like that. If anybody remembers what you guys like to talk about a lot, that it used to be Eddie Guerrero was Dom's real dad. So, I mean, fuck. They played that crap forever when Dom was a kid. Joshua says, Travis, you think Edge is going to AEW? Dude, he'd be stupid to go to AEW.
I would say there's a 60% chance that he doesn't. So I'm undecided because I really don't know. But it would be.
I think it would be the most retardedest decision in his entire career of wrestling if he did.
It would be weird if he did, but if he has a chance to do something that he hasn't done. But to me right now, AEW is in trouble.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go
And
near
I don't
it.
know if you want to go there unless there's something you could do to make it better. And I'm not sure Edge is the guy. I think you would need a group to come in.
Shinsuke had his shit interrupted in the middle of it. Seth's like, I'm coming down. Adam's like, you can't come down here, Sethy Poo. Robbie says, is this a worthy feud, Nakamura, Seth, and Ricochet?
Well, I don't like
If you took
Ricochet
completely out of it, I'd be okay with it. But with that dumbass being involved, it just makes it retarded and lame. Robbie says, big up, Harley. Are you getting a cake for your birthday? Ooh, cake. Is it an ice cream cake?
Is it a milk cake? A lechachi?
A what?
A lechachi? Cake?
Tres leche?
Tres leche? Triple milk? Tres leche.
It literally just means 3 milk. Not
Triple milk?
Not triple. Just
Ooh.
3 milk. Walter says, let them fight! Harley says, probably spending my birthday with you guys since WWE Fastlane is on the same day. Oh. Well, hopefully you're going to spend your whole birthday with us. I mean, if you want to spend some of it with us, that's cool. But hopefully you go do something else fun.
A dog has an AI collar, so it talks.
Oh, like Doug?
Is that on a movie?
Up. He's the dog and Up.
Oh.
And all the dogs
Yeah.
can talk because they have a collar that
Right.
talks for him.
Yeah, it was like that.
It's an AI collar.
He's
It
like,
reads
anybody
their
want some
mind.
popcorn? Not it. And she's like, not it. And the dude gets up and goes and makes popcorn.
Robbie says AEW keep relying on has-beens on the show. Joshua says, is MJF going to WWE in 2024? I don't know what his...
I'm so worried about AEW right now that I don't really like to talk about it because I'm so worried about it. I'm worried it's not going to be there by halfway through 2024. Like bankruptcy and then just a mass sell-off or whatever they have to do to get out from under it. And it's just the booking. The athletes are fine. It's just the athletes they're trying to use compared to the athletes they have. They're just going the wrong way. It's like starting Drew Bledsoe over Tom Brady. Which was the thing, by the way.
Bledsoe wasn't too terrible.
Oh, he was great.
In his way.
But when he got injured, the Patriots got better.
Walter says Ricochet for the win. Harley says no particular birthday banana pudding because I don't eat birthday cake. Oh, you're not a cake person. I know a couple other people that aren't cake people. Ayla's Jordan's not a cake person. He doesn't like cake either. Which is weird, but it's true. He doesn't like cake. He doesn't like cake. It's weird.
Boom, 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 boom. This Baltimore baseball team's good. They haven't been good since I was a little kid. When they had Cal Ripken.
Oh. Ravi says, I had a large ice cream milkshake the other day and nearly passed out with the gluttony. What flavor of milkshake was it?
Strawberry chocolate.
Ew.
Or, I mean, cherry chocolate. You mean, ew, that's like the best flavor they make.
Mm.
Moments ago. Why is Seth getting involved in Shinsuke Nakamura's business? That's the question that needs to be answered.
Mm.
You think he's jellyfish to the popularity that Nakamura has?
Probably.
I mean, people sing his song. Look, there's a Barbie doll that's talking to us about football. She's like, I'm new. Nobody knows who I am. They're all trying to be the next Aaron Andrews. Just don't take your clothes off in your hotel room where you think you're safe.
Right.
It's kind of a dick move on like different levels. Oh, it's Ricochet. Because Ricochet is sweet.
Is he?
He's diabetic.
He's diabetic. That's funny. He's diabetic.
Because he's so sweet.
Sophie says, I feel bad for all the AEW stars that got released by the WWE, and they are kind of in the same spot they were in when they were working in the WWE.
Yeah, and it's because they came from the WWE, and instead of using them like they could have been used in WWE, Tony Khan got backlash because they hired too many of them and then said, I'm not going to do anything with them then.
Yep.
And so now they're in the exact same position. I'm talking all of them. Every one of them's been a failure. Keith Lee, it looks like a joke. He's like a meme at this point. The only one that's any good is Swerve, and that's if they use him right,
down the right road
because
with
they
him.
could fuck him up in the next 2 months if they don't do it right. Mm-hmm. Miro, garbage. Aleister Black, garbage. Buddy Murphy, garbage. Cesaro. Trying to remember who Cesaro is. Oh, Cesaro, garbage. I forgot who he was. I'm like, who the fuck is Cesaro? There you go.
What's his name?
Claudio Castagnoli.
That's it. Claudio. That guy.
John Moxley's been good, or whatever you want to call it. Good, not great. Jericho. Champions, both of those two. So those two have been fine, but they weren't really considered
Jeff
WWE
Hardy.
people. Jeff Hardy's trash since he's got there. They lose.
Yep.
The Hardys have been losing. I forgot about Jeff Hardy, but Jeff Hardy made his own bed. You can't shit in your bed and then get upset about it.
That's true. Oh, Adam Cole.
Adam Cole's fine. Adam Cole is one that's like Swerve at this point. I haven't turned, like, he could be champion early next year. Now, if they don't do it, now he's just like everybody else.
Right. Joshua says, so how long do you think Judgment Day will last?
I mean, another year or so. I mean, the pieces might change. I have a feeling that Damian and Finn aren't going to be in it the whole time.
Sophie
One
says,
of those two is going to leave.
Right. Sophie says, but would Edge fit in Christian current? He hates dead father's gimmick.
Right. So I think Edge would fight Christian. I don't think they would do a tag team with those two, even though they could. But the tag team division isn't what it was going to be. Mm-hmm. That was going to be the reason I liked AEW, was that great tag team division, and then it went away. Like, it doesn't exist anymore. And it can't just be because Santana and Ortiz.
No,
it almost coincided with that.
A little bit, and the fact that the Bucks put the titles on themselves so much. That's what else did it.
To be honest, I don't even know who. Oh, FTR is still champions, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the FTR, they shouldn't be champions still. They're kind of boring. They're very vanilla.
Right. Robbie says, chocolate and mint chocolate Oreo. It was so thick, couldn't drink it through the straw. Oh. Yeah, I don't usually like my milkshakes like that. I like them with a spoon. Picola is in the chat. Hey, Picola says, cotton candy, sweet as gold. Let me see that Tootsie Roll. Sophie says, Adam Cole, what about Matt Hardy? I don't really consider Matt Hardy a WWE guy.
Who cares about... I mean, Matt Hardy. I mean, he's a C+, B- kind of guy. He's right in the mid. He's a mid-carder. Always has been his whole career. Jeff was the star. So, I mean... He's still doing what he's always done, and he's good at it.
Right.
But that's what he does.
Pickle's got the nerd smile. Sophie's like, I say until Vince gets bored with Judgment Day. Pickle says, so what has rehash trash in hour one?
You know, I don't think we've had a lot of rehash. Have we shown any rehash stuff?
They showed last Monday's stuff.
Oh, that's rehash.
Counts.
Oh, what'd they show? Oh, Rhea got hurt?
They showed Rhea getting hurt. They showed Jey Uso coming back.
Oh, they did with
kicking
the Kevin
KO,
Owens.
and that's why KO's all pissy.
Oh, shit.
They showed the last week of the Shinsuke and Seth crap. Let's see.
Oh, that's cool. Not this. The football game. Watch this fumble. This ball goes everywhere. Watch the... Oh, come on.
They're like, no.
It shot over there, and then it bounced off a guy. Anyways, it ended up going out of bounds.
That's funny. Let's see.
Down to the 20.
Joshua says, yeah, probably Damian cashing his briefcase, then leaving. Pickle says, ever since the X-War Twitter with Cornette, Hardy is a 2-bit trash. Like he's sucking the balls of the cucks. Sophie says, Cody versus Dom we have seen at Money in the Bank. Robbie says, D, I like AEW for the...
well, that match isn't going to happen. We just watched it, and it lasted 2 minutes. Cody buried him.
Yeah.
Dom's done with the Cody thing.
Better be. EWE Network's in the chat. Hey, EWE says, hey, hello.
Hello,
Walter
Governor.
says, okay, bye, guys. See you Wednesday for AEW. Bye, Walter. Good luck with bingo. We'll see you Wednesday.
That means we have 2 more hours.
Sophie says, remember when the Hurt Business was hot, then Vince got bored and broke them up for no reason?
No reason. Still irritates me to this second. Whatever happened to those guys? Did they, like, silently get rid of them? The Hurt Business guys?
Benjamin and...
The other guy?
What's his name?
Cedric Alexander? Yeah, Cedric Alexander.
Cedric
Alexander.
Cedric. That guy?
I feel like they're gone. I haven't seen them.
Oh. They like hinted at him a little bit before the Street Profits with what's his face, but ever since then I haven't seen much of him.
Ricochet's a guy that could go to NXT or AEW.
Robbie says, D, the talking segments are the best part. AEW, God forbid they have much wrestling. Sophie says, Cedric and Shelton were supposed to be on Raw last week, but they moved it to main event.
Ouch.
Well, that sucks for them.
That's terrible. So is main event still on? Is it like on the network on Thursday nights still?
Like on the WWE network?
Yeah.
So if it's not on the WWE network, Ross, is it on Peacock or
Yeah,
whatever?
it'd be on Peacock. On Peacock, they have the WWE network, basically.
Oh.
They have their own
Right.
section.
EW says, TKO. Pico says, are the Hurt Business worth mentioning anymore?
I mean, I call the Street Profits the street business because of the street profit.
Hurt Business?
Hurt Profit, but yeah.
Because of the Hurt Business, because of
Bobby.
Bobby.
Bobby. Oh, speaking of which, where's MVP?
And
Is he with Amos?
I thought he was still with Amos. Amos and MVP. Haven't seen them for a minute. Oh, Amos was out there for that one thing. But they got rid of him really fast. That Rumble thing they did for
the
that.
Battle Royal thing.
Yeah, for that pay-per-view. Let's see. Sophie says, yeah, I don't know how many people watch it. Joshua says, so are Drew and Matt Riddle on the same page now?
Drew.
I don't know. Are they still trying to make him a thing?
Yeah.
I don't know why. Poor Drew having to deal with Matt Riddle. Fuck. They're like, well, we can't leave him alone because he's an idiot.
I can't understand what that girl says.
What girl?
I don't know. I can't hear what she says. I don't know if it's her tone or what. She's in the commercials with Ben Affleck.
Oh. Huh.
But I don't know who she is. She's got red hair. Looking like Becky Lynch. Where's her daughter? Nerd Wallet.
Sophie says main event used to be a big deal. Piccola says, I doubt it's on normal TV. Rise like D, was main event any good the other night?
I bet she's never watched it. She probably doesn't even know it exists. After we get off the show. Actually, in 15 minutes, she won't know it exists.
Joshua says, Lashley, is that who you mean? Booby? Oh,
Bobby.
Booby Lashley. Oh, Booby.
Bobby.
Yeah, we're talking about Mr. Lashley. Mr. Bobby. Daphne says MVP and Amos, two guys we haven't seen since their feud with Seth. Not necessarily. Ravi says Bobby would put you in the hurt lock for saying his name like that. Booby? Oh, Booby. EW says, will the WWE turn TV 14? I don't know, but they should. Might make things better.
I mean, it would be cool if they did. But it really is going to depend on who bids on them. Because this contract they're under right now is going to expire in October. Like on the 1st of October of next year. So they have one more year. And I think that USA Network would be great with it.
Yeah, I think they'd be okay with it.
But I
Fox
don't think
won't
they
be.
can do half. They got to do
No.
all the roster or none. Because it wouldn't really work.
Yeah.
But, yeah, bra and panty matches and mud wrestling and model contests.
Model contest.
Bring it back! It brings back the eyeballs. Even women like to see other women. Right? Like to see beautiful creatures.
Creatures of the night. Sophie's like, Amos did have new merch. Oh, did he? Wouldn't know. Robbie says, go on, D, knitting. I'm not, though.
It's not knitting.
It's not
I call
knitting.
it that too, by the way.
It's crocheting.
It's called
There's
crocheting.
a difference.
It's tying knots.
Picola says, sometimes no one vouches for Drew. He should be main eventing, fighting for a title, not farting around with Riddle.
He had his
think it's
opportunity and he lost to Gunther.
I think it's make him a joke. I don't know what's going on with him.
What championship would you like to see him go after?
It's
the
almost
NXT
like they
title?
are like, you know what? since you and hawed around about your contract, we're going to stick you with this dumbass for a while and, basically it's timeout for being
They should send him to
stupid.
NXT like they did Becky and let him beat their champion and bring relevancy back to the championship down there. And then you have Becky and Drew as the two champions. Love that show. Brewster's Millions.
Right? Yeah, that might actually help out a little bit.
Because as of right now, their championship doesn't mean anything. It's trash.
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 It's trash.
It's not going to bring any eyeballs.
That's what I
Now,
thought. Trash.
Becky will.
As Robbie says, do you knitting new merch? I'm crocheting and it's not merch. Pickle says,
WG.
what's the M&F score? Well, the Browns.
There's two games.
9-7. Browns up the Steelers. And then the other one is the Saints and the Panthers. And it's 6-3 Saints.
So they went for 2 and didn't get it?
Sounds like it. Looks like it.
Or was that?
Or maybe they just got 2 field goals.
No, they're going for 1.
Oh. Oh, you meant the Steelers and the Browns. 1.
Yeah, so it's going to be 10-7 right now. Oh, he missed.
Oh, no.
No, he
fell
made
over
it.
the barricade.
He made it. Holy shit. He almost missed that.
Shinsuke
Extra
and
point.
Ricochet are still going, guys. Everybody's dream match is happening. How long has it been so
Nobody's
far?
dreaming of this
20
shit.
minutes?
No.
15?
10.
It's been 10 minutes.
They're giving Ricochet 10 minutes of TV time. Ricochet loses.
He used a violent object.
It's called a foreign object.
He's like, no, he did something to me first. Meh.
Ricochet, come look at this. No accountability. What a piece of shit.
Yay, break him, Shinsuke. Break him. Break him like the monster he is. Yeah.
Get him, Nakamura.
Hassan Terrell's in the chat. Hey, Hassan says, hi there, guys. How was your weekend?
It was
It's
great.
great. How about yours, Hassan? How was your weekend? Robbie says, Drew as a tag team doesn't work at all.
No, it's dumb.
Joshua says, yeah, Drew would be good. Screw Corbin. And P-Call says, maybe in 2017 it was poppin'.
Is Corbin the champion down there now?
Or is he going after the champion?
Or
I
is
thought
he
that
going
Carmelo
after...
Hayes was still
Oh,
the
is he still champion?
I thought that dipshit was still champion, but
Where's my noisemaker?
I don't know where he goes.
It's right there.
It's over there.
Exactly. Oh, break that ankle! Break it!
Break him!
I love that he doesn't move it. He just lifts it up and down it.
Oh, no.
Break it! Break it!
Not my ankle.
Oh, Seth
Seth
again,
found his
interfering
way.
in his business for no fucking reason.
Seth found a way out there again. Good job, Seth.
Seth's
like,
losing
I'm
my
gonna-
respect.
He's like, I found my way out to the ring to beat up somebody who's beating up dumbass Ricochet, who saved me from this
This is
guy
Seth.
earlier. That sounds about right.
And Seth.
Hassan says, I did enjoy AEW Collision, Fast X movie on Peacock, Bad Teacher on Peacock, and my football team won the football game, and it was good.
Nice. My
fantastic,
football
my
team
friend.
lost on Friday
Bastards.
because of stupidity.
I mean, yesterday?
Was that Friday?
Yesterday was Sunday. I thought the Dolphins played
I'm
last
talking
night.
about my high school.
Oh, yeah, that's stupid. I don't like them anymore. Well, I don't know. They did get that petition to go through.
Ugh.
The mental and physical distraction. Exit Life is in the chat. Hey, Exit says, waiting on Jade Cargill to join the WWE Raw
me
roster like heart
too.
eyes.
Can't wait.
Picola says Rollins just eating popcorn, waiting for his time to strike.
Those are expensive to steal, Nakamura. That fan paid hard-earned money for that.
For a face.
You just stole it from a fan.
He's like mocking him. He's like, "Mmm." Robbie says Seth making his part known in the feud. Joshua says, no, he's not champion. Carmelo Hayes is. That's what I said. Carmelo Hayes is.
Well, they got to do something to bring relevance back to it.
Because that guy sucks as a champion.
I mean, the Mighty Mouse thing works for a little while, but it's not sustaining. You can't sustain a long storyline with Mighty Mouse. Like, I get it. Like, I understand the underdog stuff and all that. But it doesn't last. It's not realistic.
True.
Everybody loves the underdog story.
Yeah.
You know, like baseball or the football, right? Like, everybody would cheer for the Browns if they made it to the Super Bowl, especially if they were playing the Cowboys. Right? Like, because it's like a big deal. But in baseball, right, if Tampa Bay beats the Yankees, you know, to go to the World Series and then they play the Dodgers, everybody's going to cheer, unless you're a diehard Dodger fan, you're going to cheer for Tampa Bay.
Right.
But not if they are champion for like 6 years in a row. Eventually you're going to be like, well, they're not the like, it's stupid.
They're not the underdog anymore.
And so, and that's how you got to look at sports. It's like, okay, this is dumb now. Nobody wants to see, you know, a 4 or 5 Pete. And so you don't want to see these little guys. The underdog story doesn't work anymore. After they defend it 2 or 3 times, you're like, oh, that's awesome, he won. Okay, now it's realistic that he lost.
Yeah.
But you can't keep going, okay, he's somehow winning still.
Robbie says Jade better not be in a tag team with Esther if she joins.
Oh, fuck.
P-Call says new fall season out. Any shows you pumped for?
Is there any out
I
because of
didn't
the
think
strike?
they were going to do any of that. I thought it was all reality shows and crap.
No, I don't think there's been a show since The Big Bang Theory was canceled that I've watched. That was the last one that I even knew existed. I mean, I guess Little Sheldon or whatever his name is.
Young Sheldon. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't watch that really.
There's not really any shows on TV that I've like been like, oh my god, I really want to see that series.
Is there any good ones out there?
Ravi says the Browns. Hell no. P-Call's like, my mom's happy. Dancing with the Stars is coming back to normal ABC. That's good. I guess. I'm glad your mom's happy about that. Somebody needs to be.
That's what I sound like when I'm excited about dancing.
Robbie says, but if you are a longtime supporter of the team that's winning consistently, then you would be happy they win.
Exactly. There's a really small group that really enjoy it. Just like there's a small group in wrestling that'll enjoy the little guy winning over and over. Like Daniel Bryan was over for a while. But eventually, it doesn't work anymore. The underdog doesn't work. Daniel Bryan was a little bit different because he had the catchphrase and the yeses and the its and all that.
Yeah.
The no's and the yeses. And
Had to go through therapy with Kane.
he's like a once-in-a-generational small guy. You had him, you had Rey Mysterio. I don't know if Carmelo Hayes is going to be that guy.
No.
He doesn't have that.
He's
not very good on the mic. Either was Ray, so it's not all about mic skills. But Ray was also like, what is that called? I want to say dynasty, but that's wrong. A legacy.
Legend.
He was a legacy.
Mm-hmm. They're just showing us moments ago, guys, rehashing some stuff that happened with the Ricochet Nakamura match. Ricochet did lose by disqualifying himself by using a chair on Shinsuke outside of the ring.
And then Nakamura was trying to get his payback.
And Seth attacked him.
And then Seth came out of
his
freaking
nose
nowhere
out
because
of
he's
it.
got his nose up in people's business because he is a
Like his daughter.
diaper baby.
Like his daughter. Piccolo says, so after all these years, do you ever want to give up on your said favorite team?
Yes, 1,000 times.
When they are last place or have the worst records?
Or have the worst quarterback in the history of the game. Yes.
Travis is used to his team being bad.
My team's been bad since Dan Marino left, and he wasn't even... Dan Marino's fantastic, but the team wasn't even that great when they had Dan Marino, so...
It didn't really help that they had a good quarterback because...
The rest of the team sucked, and they never decided to run the ball. Like, they thought that was taboo, even though when Shula was the fucking coach of them for decades... He won 2 Super Bowls, and both of those were with a running game and a strong defense. Then he drafts Dan Marino and says, hey, let's just throw the fucking ball all the time, not play defense, and not run the ball. How about that? Go.
He's like, I sabotaged the whole thing.
Whoa.
Take that, Miami Dolphins legacy. Miss Harley says, good night, everybody. Going to bed. All right, Harley. Thanks for hanging out with us. Robbie says, that's the sound for Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Joshua says, yeah, Daniel Bryan, I guess, is going to retire soon. He said that on AEW, something about his daughter.
Definitely is.
Yeah, maybe it should be about his brain noggin instead, but, you know, hey. Pickle says, just keeping up with the Joneses. That's right. Keeping up with the Joneses. They're just showing what happened.
Oh, recap.
Progressive. Trash.
It's a progressive
I guess
recap.
it's going to be Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark now against Chelsea and Piper Niven.
Yeah, for the championship, and they'll probably win it.
Yeah, why not? I mean, come on. Shayna hasn't been a
Did
champion
he grow a mustache?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, Lord. Oh, I love how she claps herself.
They're not even a real team.
They're not even a real team. They've never wrestled together. Talk about a real team.
Look at Piper's face. Her face.
We're best friends. Yeah.
Of course we are, bestie.
Scotland, eh? She's from the Florida country of Florida. Like Picola.
Pickles like his 80s had the whole West Coast offense incepted, right?
Oh, yeah.
Ravi says, LOD, you kept up with Joneses, but it got too much. Didn't do any of that, actually, Ravi, but okay, bud. Pickles says, Byron is just the Carlton Banks all grown up.
Be nice, but that's funny.
Pickles like, yes, exactly. Ravi's like, Dumpling looks pissed.
Yeah, she was.
Joshua says, do you think Jon Moxley will ever consider going back to WWE?
Of course. The money's right, and his career fizzles out where he's at.
He won't be able to do bloody matches anymore. He might be a little upset about that. But
Are you brave?
he might have to grow up and actually.
Did you hear me?
Oh, because he can't do his.
I said, are you English now? You said bloody matches. I know what you meant.
It's because he likes to bleed in his matches. He won't be able to do that in the WWE. So he might have to grow up and decide that he wants to take care of his family instead of being a punk-ass biatch.
I don't have one that says biatch, but that'd be fun.
This is a tag team matchup next, guys, for the ladies' titles. Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark.
This is not for the titles. So Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark are definitely going to win. That's my call.
And then it's Piper Niven and Chelsea Green.
Well, yeah, they're the champions because they're best friends.
Because they're besties from Scotland. She's from Scotland. Chris says Chelsea Green face from the side looks like DMD.
Yeah, a little bit.
Pico says they will make up something modern to funk cosplay a weirder version of Chainsaw Charlie. I don't know what that means.
Me neither. I don't know what Chainsaw Charlie is.
Ravi says, I'm intrigued to know what you're crocheting.
A hot pad.
Chris says, see, this is where you bring back Alba and Isla versus these women to get back to the titles.
Get back to the top.
And
I agree.
People says, but yeah, bleeding Mox would be a thing of the past for show. Yeah, well, the WWE doesn't like it, PG and all, so that's Robbie. That's what I'm crocheting. Another one to go with this one. It's a hot pad.
It's a twin. All right, we got ourselves a match.
Yay, cat fight.
It's a cat fight.
Not sure why we're cat fighting, but that's
Oh, you're not looking at the TV. It's Chelsea Green in there with Zoe Stark. Starting it out with some kicks.
Chelsea is as good as they come in that ring. Blah, blah, blah. Wade Barrett says, blah, blah, blah. Robbie says, so Zoe Stark, how good is she in the ring?
Out of 10, like a 6.
John says they should call this team Beauty and the Beast. No, because Piper Niven has a really pretty face.
Yeah, it's tough too. Yeah, and Chelsea really isn't that pretty. Like her body is second to none, and with her new boobs and all that, her body's fantastic. But her face isn't beauty. She's just not ugly, right?
Yeah.
But now put her with Shayna Baszler and call it Beauty and the Beast.
That might work.
Poor Chelsea. Shayna Baszler tearing her apart.
Joshua says Samantha is funny when she announcement of Chelsea Green. That funny as
I
hell.
like that. Her hype when she went high pitched there. Chelsea Green.
Chris says, I like Piper's outfit better. Ernest Bell says, hey, Pete Cola. And John says, Piper swallowed Hornswoggle. And Robbie says, ooh, that looks the bomb, D. Yeah, totally.
She just had a baby, and yes, it was delicious.
Babies. Piggle's like, what up, Ernest? Piggle's like, you ready for Halloween season?
Yeah. Hoodies and cold weather, but warm days and campfires by myself.
John says she looks like she should be in Austin Powers. Jeez.
Okay, be nice. She's not a bastard.
Robbie says catch D at the local craft fair selling her homemade products. Nope.
No, she gives them away. They're super fantastic, by the way. They last like years unless you burn them, which I've done. I have a patent on that. I've melted like 2 different pair.
Yep. John's like, in my belly. Ernest says, nice tag team. Pickle's like, Fembot?
Yeah, Chelsea could be a fembot.
No, Pickle. He's being very derogatory about Piper Niven. Pickle's like, oh, never mind, John. Quit it. LOL. And Chris says Chelsea Green versus Tiffany Stratton would be a dream match.
Yeah, I mean, to look at for sure. I don't know how good Chelsea is actually wrestling. Nothing that she's done really impresses me. She's more of an entrance and a Barbie doll look.
Yeah, she gets her arms broken really easy. You have to be careful.
Oh, that's it for Chelsea.
John says Robbie was in Austin Powers. No, he wasn't. Leslie was an extra.
You bastard who is fat. I love that.
Bastard who is fat. Oh no!
Oh,
it's
God,
not
dang,
enough
Jack,
for Piper Niven.
And she attacked Piper Niven. That's funny. Like, whoever is setting this shit up reminds me of somebody that's just reading Twitter. Like, hey, we could put those two in there.
Let's have them fight
Look,
each other.
she's literally beating everybody up.
She's just like, I'm gonna beat up all the people. Hopefully Chelsea runs away because...
Yeah, Chelsea can't have any
Chelsea,
of that.
run away wherever you are. Run away.
No.
Oh, God, no.
Oh, shit.
Oh, fuck. She's gonna break
Do
her.
not catch yourself.
Oh, God, she pulled her hair.
No.
Keep your arms tucked. Just let her throw you. Good
There
girl.
you go.
Good girl.
Now
Now get
roll
away.
out.
Run away. Oh, God.
Oh, shit.
Oh, good. They kind of made her only give her a soft hip check.
This one, though. Oh. Oh, God, she's going to step on her.
Oh, no, not her arm.
Oh, she climbed her. Shayna needs to roll out. Oh! She put her hole right through her chest.
Oh, no, not her chest.
Not her hole.
Not her hole.
She literally just decimated both sides.
Pickle's like, so just curious. And Ryan's like, John, you're not funny. Don't mock a dead man. What's wrong with you?
I forgot to turn the timer off.
Oops.
It's
Chris,
open season. Somebody going to be behind her?
everybody's on notice.
The division's on notice.
Chris says, yeah, in Impact, Chelsea Green was decent in the ring, but she had a drunk wedding bride gimmick who got left at the altar one time. It was funny. Pickle says, anyone who wrestled from Impact were they improved once they returned to WWE main roster? I don't know. I don't know much of the Impact people, so I couldn't even say.
I don't know anything about Impact, really.
And the people who may have come to WWE from Impact. Because I didn't watch Impact.
Well,
And
I mean,
don't
there was
know the
people
who
that were there that came, but there was people that were here, then went there, and then came back, too.
Yeah.
But, like, Bobby Roode's from Impact.
Oh. Joshua says, Travis, you into the new Transformer movie?
No.
John says, you can replace him. Chris says, damn it, not a Yokozuna bomb from Naya. Pico says, wait a minute. Continuity? Talking past storylines? WWE, who would have thunk it? Rob is like, Nia Jax going in like a wrecking ball like Miley Cyrus. Chimichanga in the chat, hey, Chimmy says, Dwayne's cousin is back. Ugh. Nia Jax.
He needs one more opportunity.
Robbie says, John mocking a dead man. Good for you, you sicko. P calls like Bobby Lashley, Drew McIntyre. Let me think.
What's he got to do? Okay, what does he have to do? There, Chad Gable. God, you have to be pretty short to have Chad Gable your height. There it is. I'll like that.
You can't suplex
I could put my hands around you.
Oh my god. Ooh. They're having a fight next. Chris says the animal will return because of the writer's strike. Maybe he will face Gunther.
So, no. I get the attraction for that, but you wouldn't want to do that because you don't want Batista losing, but you don't want your champion of so many days losing to a guy that just came back either.
Yeah.
So it's a little tough, but they could definitely do Batista versus Bronson Reed. They could do Batista versus Johnny Gargano. I know a lot of people like those guys, so feed them to those guys. Oh, what's the guy's name that doesn't talk?
Oh, we haven't seen him.
I always forget his name.
Dexter Lumis.
Dexter, yeah.
Wherever he went, disappeared. Along with the whole group of them.
Yeah.
Losers.
None of those guys were getting used. They should just send that group all the way back. Although we did see the girls.
And,
the girls.
yeah, for like 2.5 seconds.
Yeah, last week or the week before. They lost. It was...
I thought it was a few more longer than that, but yeah,
It was the girl, the indie wrestling.
Yeah. Pico is like, why? Pico's like, Batista is fine. Let him be retired.
Yeah,
Probably
no.
like Chad versus Bronson going to be decent.
Yeah, I'm kind of actually looking forward to that
Joshua
one.
says, is Chad Gable and Gunther still fighting? Well,
No, that's what that was about.
No, but Chad wants it.
Chad wants another rematch, but Postman Pierce said he can't just have it because he lost fair and square. And so he has to earn it. So now he's wrestling Bronson Reed tonight next, actually, after this rehash.
Pico says, who's a wrestler who could be a funny stand-up comedian?
The Rock. If you mean current wrestler, wonder if there is a guy that's just that I'm skipping that I forgot about. Maybe Xavier Woods. I'd have to listen to him a little bit, but he might be funny. I don't watch any of his stuff, so.
Pickles, I can eat some food. Be right back. And Joshua says Batista said he was done in WWE. Yeah, he just said a little bit ago.
Yeah,
he was ready to come back.
He said he ain't got nothing going on and he's open to coming back.
Robbie says, don't bring back Batista or Goldberg ever again.
How about bring them both back and let them wrestle each other in Saudi Arabia? Would you be okay with that?
Joshua's like Dexter Loomis. Yeah, Dexter Loomis.
I always know it's a serial killer, but I can never think of his name.
Dexter?
Dexter.
Because it's a show?
Yeah, because I never seen it. Hey, look at Maxine. Nothing fancy tonight, guys. I'm just saying that, look, it's Maxine. Now, look at Maxine.
That's funny.
Here it is. Chad Gable.
Can he? Will he? Chris says Maxine and Ludwig segment. That'd be interesting. Joshua says Otis. Chimichanga says Blutista.
Yeah, Blutista.
Is it because of his character?
Yeah,
in the
because
show?
he's a blue guy.
More like Crybaby.
Thank you.
Crybaby Tista.
Now they have a thing where you can go on their site and grab a link to that.
Oh, wow.
That Connor's Cure, and you can
Okay.
put it on your social networks and stuff.
Oh,
and
that's
raise
cool.
money on your social medias for the Connor's Cure.
Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Robbie says, LL Travis, that match would be as tough as a 6-hour pay-per-view of AEW. Joshua says, wow, that would be cool if Batista came back. Batista and Goldberg. Have them both come back and fight each other.
Make it happen.
Do
Who
it!
wins? Well, obviously Goldberg wins, but...
Chris says Batista versus Braun Breaker.
What is your criteria for a great finisher?
I don't know.
I think my criteria for a great finisher, it's got like 3 or 4 different parts.
Okay.
One is it has to be exciting.
Okay.
2 is you have to be able to do it at any time.
To anyone?
I didn't.
Okay.
You're taking 3 from me.
Okay.
Number 3 is you have to be able to do it to anybody.
Oh.
And that's kind of my guidelines for a great finisher. Mm-hmm. Don't have a finisher that doesn't fit in that criteria. Like, don't even come up with one.
Right.
Braun Breaker has none of the above with his finisher. It might be a little exciting, but how is he going to gorilla press a Moss? Brock, Roman, I'm trying to think of anybody else. Bronson Reed, Otis. Like, he can't do his finisher against 30% of the roster. Like,
Right.
how can you have that as your finisher? Now, granted, if everybody was small, it works.
True.
It's just like, what's his name in AEW, the Kenny Omega.
One Wing Angel. Crap.
It's that One Wing Angel. It doesn't work because he can't do it to anybody of size.
Right.
And there's a lot of them. I'm not just picking on those 2 guys. There's a lot of finishers that are hard as fuck to do. But like John Cena.
Lance Archer's.
The Murder Hog?
Yeah.
What was his?
Like that crucifix thing or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Isn't that what his finisher was?
Yeah, maybe. I can't remember. I know one of them does have a crucifix type thing. But like John Cena, now if he was Johnny Gargano and used his finisher, he couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. But John Cena can pick up the Big Show on his back at Big Show's biggest and do his finisher. Brock could do the Big Show at his biggest. Goldberg could do the Big Show at his biggest, believe it or not. So Goldberg's finisher is legit when he was strong and in his prime, and when the guy that he's wrestling is strong and in his prime. So when he tried to do it to the Undertaker, who didn't have the strength, and Goldberg probably didn't have the strength, so when he tried to jackhammer Goldberg, he almost killed the guy. Because neither of them had any business doing that shit. I don't blame that on Goldberg. I blame that on both of them.
Oh, yeah.
They should have
definitely.
known.
Yeah. They should have been like, yeah, there's no way we can do this. We're going to have to figure something else out.
Yeah, you're going to have to
For
spear me.
safety's sake.
It's all good, Jackie.
Robbie says, Chad, does he deserve a bigger storyline?
This is a pretty big storyline, so no. Not a bigger one. I think he's fine.
Joshua says, so Travis, you see Eric Rowan and Braun at SmackDown. Is Braun cleared to wrestle?
I don't know if he's cleared. He did have that neck surgery. And sometimes that neck surgery takes 6 weeks, and sometimes it takes the rest of your life to heal. So it would just, I haven't read anything on his neck injury. Because he had the surgery on his discs in his neck.
Yeah. Yeah, that's hard. Chris says criteria for great finisher if it hits out of nowhere and cool name. Chris says a breaker has a spear just like Batista does spear. He's won with that and the Steiner recliner. Pico says, who we talking about? I have to know. They're talking about finishers and
Being able to do it.
being able to do it
To anybody.
to anybody.
Anytime. Like an RKO out of nowhere. Perfect.
Chris says the only way Omega could beat a big guy is if he cuts them down to size and hits a golden V trigger, like have their head in a chair and hit their V trigger 1, 2, 3.
Exactly. That's the problem with his finisher. He can't do it against Wardlow.
Robbie says, what finisher in WWE would you say is decent currently?
Obviously, Brock's. John Cena's there right now. So John Cena, Brock, Randy Orton. God, all those guys are kind of not there.
Pico says that one spot that Taker does, tombstone, then reversal, then another tombstone setup.
Right.
I mean, that takes a lot of core strength.
Yeah. When he was in his prime, it was fantastic.
Robbie says, I can't see this working out if Uso joins the Judgment Day.
No, he's not going to.
That'd be dumb.
Houston's outfits that they're wearing right now just remind me of like people wearing clothes playing baseball. You know what I mean? Like, because they
Yeah.
look like blue jeans.
Right? They're dark blue that they have going on.
And they're kind of baggy. So like this outfielder right here, I was like, is that just some dude warming up with them? But it was an actual game throw.
That's funny.
Oh, there's the bell. Can't start it because I'm already in my other timer. I was 5 minutes in already.
Dang it.
All right, Chad Gable comes from behind. Look at that. He just tosses him like he's nothing. Holy shit. If Bronson wants to go somewhere, he's got to win this. Woo! Chad. Flying forearm. Another flying forearm. He's giving him away for free. Oh. Another forearm. That's all he's got. Chad's got forearms. That's it. No other move. Missile drop kick. Here it is. He said he can do it. Let's see if he can do it. Oh, Bronson gives him a concussion. Holy shit. Give him a concussion on that one. Well, we know that Bronson can suplex Chad. Kind of a dick move.
Jeez. Rob is like, not the past, LO. Currently.
I know.
Chris says, LO, that's our Space City gear. Oh, yeah?
Miz's move works. God, he did hit his head. Anyways, Miz's works. LA Knight works. I don't know what Bronson Reed's is. Chad Gable's does not work. Otis, I don't know what his is. Seth Rollins, the curb stomp will work on anybody.
Yeah, he doesn't lift anybody up.
Damien.
He just has to somehow get him into the position.
Finn Balor's will work on anybody because he jumps on their chest. So the bigger they are, the safer they are. I don't know what Dominic's is. Rey Mysterio's, that 619 with the frog splash. I guess that's Damien's or Dominic's too. Those both work. Who's exciting to watch a finisher of?
Montez Ford does a pretty good finisher, I guess.
Yeah, the frog splash.
But it's really high. It's just a frog splash. So
Seth does the same thing.
Chris says, I have a Verlander one. Speaking of this Thursday on my birthday, they're going to a Verlander ring giveaway for the first 3,000 fans or 300 fans at the ball game. 3,000 fans at the ball game. So might go to that.
You definitely should.
Chris says Bronson Reed finisher is a splash from the top rope.
Yeah. Yeah, he could do that to anybody. But it's not exciting. The man slam, Becky could probably do hers to anybody. Since they have to jump to make it work.
Right?
Rhea Ripley, I don't know if she'll be able to do the riptide to the big girl. But she'll definitely try.
Yep.
Nia Jax's going to have a hard time beating Rhea.
Let's see. Kiko says something like F5 or big ending, you need to be the bigger dude. Chris says, do you think Mox's finisher is good?
You know, it's the weirdest move. Because sometimes it looks like a DDT and other times it looks like a spinning like neck breaker. So sometimes I don't know exactly if he did it, if they mess up. But the paradigm shift, you know what I'm talking about? Like where he kind of picks him up and then spins, but sometimes he doesn't, so it looks like a DDT.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I like that move. It's fine. But sometimes I don't know exactly what it's supposed to look like. Did he say put me on soap? He's like, I want my picture on soap.
I don't think he would say
Put me
soap.
on soap. Put me on soap. Lake making kid. She's watching QVC buying everything. I don't know anybody like that. It's weird.
You're a weirdo.
A lake making kid. She's like, are you serious?
Chris says it's basically a double arm DDT. Other times it's Finn Balor's suplex move called 1916.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's like, well, what the hell is it? Get a grip, Stevie.
They're getting too much on their menu again.
Who was that?
Jimmy John's. They got bought out by that company, and now they're just adding shit to their menu instead of just being a sandwich place.
Oh, they're doing burgers and stuff.
No, but they're adding more different things that aren't sandwiches, like wraps, and now they were going to do sides and shit. It's fucking weird.
What's
and
a side?
ridiculous. Like potato salad or some
Oh.
shit.
I mean, I know what a side is. I'm just like, what kind of sides are they doing? Is what I meant. Oh, God. Did he just trip?
Who?
Did Chad Gable just fall down?
Maybe.
Or was that supposed to be a spear to the back of his knee? Oh, they're not going to show us the
Weird
Gable
mistake.
part? Pretty sure he fell down and like crawled to his knee.
Oh.
But Bronson sold it. But it looks bad because Chad just fell. Daphne is the referee. Oh, Bronson Reed goes for the splash. Nobody's home. Gable behind. Oh. Reed fell down.
Oh, he fell down on his
More
knee.
elbows.
Oh,
It's
sad.
basically all Chad's got. Oh. That's
Pickle
the-
says, remember how they wanted the Fiend to use the claw as a finisher?
Yeah.
It finally dawned on me it was a tribute to Wyatt's uncle, Barry Windham.
Yeah. He definitely liked that. And I'm pretty sure Barry's dad or Kendall's dad or... I don't know Barry's sister, the one
Right.
that married IRS, but that's Bray's mom.
Right.
But anyways, Blackjack Mulligan, I'm pretty sure he used it also. But I'm not 100% sure if he used the claw. But the claw was like a really popular move for years. And then it just went away. Because I have no idea why, to be honest. Loved it. But it is a kind of a, like more of a goofy one.
Right.
They use it on Liar Liar. Mm-hmm. It's the claw.
Ah, another claw.
Here it is. Gable loses. That's dumb. They had a chance for Gable to go further, and they just fucked him. That's bad for business. But there again, if they're looking at Gable as a mid-carder, it's really good. I was thinking they might try to do more with him.
Right.
But I was wrong. So Gable's back where he was. So Bronson now is that guy, the big guy that is going to lose to the good offensive guy, the good guy, but not to the mid-carder.
Right.
Oh, look, it's Ciampa. Why does he talk like a weirdo?
I don't know. Pickle says, because it was theatrical, kind of like how no one really bear hugs anymore. Big dramatic effect on the Hulk up.
You know, and you don't have the big guy that can do the big bear hug anymore either. It would be like a Brock Lesnar or a Moss. A Moss would have to use it, but that would work with a Moss. Oh, look, he can't breathe. He's choking his oxygen out, and all of a sudden the guy just is dead, and that's his finisher is the bear hug. It would work.
Right. Oh, I'm choosing. He's after Imperium, huh? It's weird. Chris says Big Bronson Reed finally wins. Robbie says Chad, his group doing well so far, but will they have enough decent storyline for them?
No, it looks like that's over.
Pickle says, dang, my new phone is auto-texting like a mofo. Chris says Ciampa with his stupid midlife crisis geriatric promo.
It's just weird, like how he talks, and like it's almost like Keith Lee, what he would do.
Oh, yeah, it's
That you
weird
slow it
pausing
down
and crap.
and you make it just work for you.
His Shakespearean weirdness.
Poor Tiffany. At least Becky put her over in the match. Mm-hmm. Like, so Tiffany looked fantastic before she lost. Definitely. She definitely built Tiffany up. They're showing the whole match, I guess. A lot of recap. But it was a longer match. It was like a half hour or something.
Right.
20 minutes. Poor Tiffany. When she got hit with that man slam, it was over.
Robbie says Ciampa looks like and sounds like he's still living in the early 2000s listening to Limp Bizkit.
Right.
Pickle says, whatever happened to him, Keith Lee? He's on Collision.
Oh, boy.
Doing terrible outtakes.
Oh, boy, poor guy. Like,
It was embarrassing for that whole brand.
Yeah.
And him.
Poor Keith Lee.
They had a big boo-boo happen on their Collision show.
Take 22. Like, what the fuck? There she is. Tozawa. Fist bump.
I was like, is it a joke? And Travis is like, no.
Oh, no.
A joke. I thought it was like a joke or something. Like, whoever was, like, taunting him was like, oh, take 22. It wasn't a joke.
Poor guy. And it's just what AEW has become. It's what is happening over there. It's the leadership. And I'm not one of those people that says, hey, watch this, don't watch that. Because if anybody came in here and talked about AEW, I would still talk about what's good over there. Mm-hmm. They still have the Lucha Bros.
For now. I'm just kidding.
MJF's fine. Adam Cole's fine. I still like Britt Baker, even though her body's falling apart.
Chris says Stratton looked like Charlotte out there.
A little bit.
Robbie says, Collision, I was tempted, but now D said it's poo. I'm not going to bother.
Oh, we would just watch it on your own. Don't go by what she says about Collision. She don't watch Collision. I still need to watch it. I haven't watched it the last 2 weeks now.
Well, I can watch it when I leave.
Like a tree?
Yeah.
Is Wainwright retiring or something?
Who's Wainwright?
The guy that's out there getting cheered by the crowd.
Yeah.
So there's this guy, and I drafted him in my minor leagues.
Oh, no. Adam Wainwright has 200 wins.
Oh, nice.
That's what they're cheering for.
Anyways, this guy's a stud, right?
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, he gets traded to the Dodgers.
Okay.
And then he's like the shit in the Dodgers organization. And now he's like their ace.
Oh.
Well, he decided to beat his wife. And so now, like, they've taken all of his pictures off of everything. And well, because it's his second time.
Jeez, dude.
So he got suspended the first time, and now I think he's out. I think they've either cut him or they're going to cut him.
Ugh.
But I don't know how that'll work, because
Do
if
they
they
still
cut
owe
him,
him his contract?
right? And I think they can get out of it legally.
I would think so, because I would think it's a stipulation
Oh,
that if you
boy.
are
Yeah.
if you are convicted or
Domestic
for
violence.
something stuff, that you're probably going to be like your
Well,
contract's null and void.
It's like the NFL has the same one. It's like a personal conduct policy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
And
it's got to
it's-
null and void the
And
contracts
it's
at
violence
some point.
towards women or children. Mm-hmm. That's what happened to Adrian Peterson. Like, he spanked his son or something and got his... Well,
Oh, jeez.
the teacher or whatever found welts on his legs. And he got in a shit ton of trouble.
Jesus, stupid.
That was when he was with the Vikings. You ever seen that guy on the internet that has the giant arms and hands? Like Wreck-It Like Ralph?
Yeah,
You know what I'm talking about?
yeah.
So I'd never seen him before today. I watched him today. And what do you think I thought of the first thing? The rule of thumb. I was like, holy shit, that's like a baseball bat.
God, you're so weird.
Beat her with a stick like that big around.
Chris says even Swerve Scott is outshining Keith Lee. Ravi says,
Whoa.
Dee knows wrestling, so I'll take her advice. Pico's like, I watched highlights and saw the entire main event. Chris says they have Sky Blue, but it's only a matter of time before she comes to NXT and either tag team with Cora Jade or rivalry. And Ravi says, Britt Baker, you would still have a slice of her trust. Chris says, Travis, you talking about Julio Urias?
Yes, I am. Julio!
Is that guy?
He's got the weird eye.
Is he the one you do that with all the time, just him? In your baseball stuff?
Well, it's the only baseball one that I do that with.
He's the
But
one
there's a
that beat his
football guy.
wife?
Yeah. Julio Jones. Or not Julio Jones, that's the football player one.
Urias?
Julio Urias. Just chill. He's not going to join the Judgment Day.
Ooh, the end of tonight.
Old Drew Mack. Too bad it's not next.
Right.
It's Becky Lynch.
People says, is this the case again? Like, I'm not condoning it.
Kind of case. Beating up women.
Yeah.
Or the Uso joining the bloodline. Sister Lynch. How many people will get that one? Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? You don't get it. There was a rapper called Brother Lynch.
Chris says people really going on and on about this Ice Spice chick. She's not that hot. No pun intended.
Ice Spike chick?
Ice Spice. I don't know who she is.
What kind of thing is she on? Is she a newspaper reporter? Is she a soccer player? Is she a model?
Robbie says KO gonna slap Uso silly. Pico says, but the analysis was of an athlete. Does not know when he's on the field versus being a husband, father, caretaker. Should they be testing their anger issues?
Well, it's weird. You think you would be able to control your anger or not if you're a professional athlete? Because there's a lot of scenarios
On
where
the
you
field.
have to control your emotion.
Mm-hmm. Robbie says, Uso defo gonna betray someone. Chris says, here comes old Becky, two-timing politicking Lynch. Piccolo says, I think it correlated with how a soldier comes home from war and he has to adapt to society again.
Right.
Robbie says, Becky defo needs a revamp on her music.
Whoa.
Yeah, while you can.
You don't have to have the NXT title to be a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah, weirdos. Robbie says, Ice Spice does make some terrible music with her Ronald McDonald afro haircut. Oh, I guess she's a person that makes
So it's
music.
a rapper.
Piccolo says, just a great example with FTR, what's his nuts having road rage.
Yeah. Terrible.
Pickle says, did he ever get reprimanded or is TK just another P? Wait, I'm going to behave.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. He should have done something about it. Especially when they have whatever that crap is that they do that one. It's not a pay-per-view, but their special event in the middle of August or whatever. Fight for the Fallen.
Oh, yeah.
That's about school shootings.
Oh, yeah.
And they got homeboy driving around in Florida pulling guns on people. Hey, look who it is. It's Natalia.
Hey, we were talking about her. Somebody was talking about her earlier. Who was talking about Natalia? There she is. She came out.
Natalia. Looks like she's ready to wrestle with her boobs hanging out. Well, first of all, why are these two old ladies wrestling for the NXT title?
I want to see the old ladies wrestle. Old ladies.
Take it to the limit. Patiently waiting for a track to explode on. Oh, she's accepting. She said the future has to offer, not the past. She better say it. She did say the future. Yes.
Yeah.
So now you're going to do
You
it?
tell him, Natalia. Ooh, she's a hypocritical ginger witch. She doesn't have
Hogwarts!
a soul.
Gryffindor!
She doesn't have a soul. Robbie says, does Becky deserve to take someone's spot to winning the title?
No, it's dumb. Oh, the match started.
Chris says, LOL, Jade Cargill. Just kidding. Dana Brooke should challenge Becky. Pickle says, ironically, she fought for that NXT championship when Charlotte was champ. Sounds about right. Who? Becky or
Natalia.
Natalia? Yeah.
Well,
it's
Becky
gonna
might have also
continue.
back in the day when they were all young. David Carr's brother's the quarterback of the Saints.
Chris says, with Natty. Chris says, Hufflepuffy, baby.
Yeah. Nobody likes Hufflepuff. Nobody. Not even Hufflepuffs like Pufflepuff. Old Cedric.
Pupil's like, old Natty Cakes on maybe the second takeover.
Well, good. I'm glad that she is healthy because that means Jade Cargill has a feud.
If they do that, yeah.
It's almost guaranteed. Almost. Tell me why. Nothing.
Nothing.
That's a hell of a plan, to be honest.
Hell of a.
Upgrade.
Robbie's like, great match that leads to nowhere, like a sat nav that takes you the wrong way.
Yeah, exactly. Can you imagine putting
Makes you
French on a
turn
hot
right.
dog?
Makes you turn right into the drink.
Anybody ever had a Frank's Red Hot hot dog?
Whatever. Whatever. You put that crap on everything.
Never on a hot dog.
Whatever. I'm pretty sure that you have.
Maybe on a plate and dipped a hot dog in it, but
Same
I've never
thing.
done it. No, it's not. There's bread on a
No,
hot
same
dog.
thing.
Nothing near the same thing.
Totally the same.
Somebody that's a food snob.
Pickle says I watched maybe 20
Knows it's
minutes
not
of the
the same
MTV VMAs last week. I had a headache.
Why would you do that to yourself?
Why would you give yourself a headache?
Did
with
you
that?
hate yourself? Was it self-mourning?
Self-mutilation that day. Robbie says, I have had Frank's, but I don't think it's hot enough.
Well, they have different hots of it, but no, it's not. It's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to be unpleasant. Like, it's supposed to, like, just add a little bit of flavor.
Weirdo. But if you had a hot dog on a bun, would you put Frank's on it?
I just feel like the bun would eat it, and you wouldn't get any sauce. Like, the bun doesn't eat ketchup and mustard.
You mean absorb it?
Yeah. It does. It just eats it. 1, 2. Kicks out.
Yeah. Peacock says 1 K-pop appearance, then Latinx appearance, then some hip-hop performance of mumblers. That sounds fascinating.
Mm.
Sounds really good.
Sounds like a party.
Chris says, I've been Giga Chad on Hogwarts Legacy talking shit to all the teenage witches. Fuck them. Especially that one whore who thinks she can beat me in Quidditch. Super fucked up comment, man. I don't like her either, Chris. So there you go. I can't stand her either. I want to slap her. Pickle says, bougie with a hoodie. That's a rapper. Oh my God. What the fuck?
Bougie with a hoodie.
Yeah.
There's some great rappers' names nowadays.
Sounds stupid to me.
There's like 2 different blue faces or something.
Oh,
There's
God.
like Blueface and like the baby blue or something. Or maybe it's baby. Maybe it's not Blueface. Maybe it's baby. There's like Da Baby and Babyface. Or something. I can't remember how it works. But McKenna is always telling me about these rappers. I like one of them. He has a pretty cool voice. I think it's Da Baby.
Probably like, LOL, this mumble rap blows my mind.
Yeah. You know, and I loved hip-hop, by the way, or rap in my day. But I like gangster rap, so if it's soft or they're talking about non-violent things, I'm not a huge fan. I play into the stereotype stuff. Natalia looks like she's hurt.
Oh, no, not Natalia.
I lost hearing in my ear.
Oh, no, not your ear.
It's funny. It just started going. Now all I hear is.
Oh, that's weird. Chris says, yeah, there is Babyface and my boy, Young Blue.
Yeah, and then there's Da Baby or something, right? I think it's Da Baby that I like.
Bobby says, Nas had some great tunes in the day.
Oh, yeah.
Chris says, yeah, it's Da Baby and Lil Baby.
There you go. Da and Little. Or Lil.
Lil
Lil.
Baby.
I don't know if I like Lil Baby, but I think I like Da Baby. So I've got this like Spotify link that I link up with McKenna, and she like puts music into my dad's rap folder.
Yeah.
And I'll be like just doing stuff, and I'll be listening to like country grammar and shit from my day, and then all of a sudden this stuff will come on. I'm like, what in the fuck am I listening to? It's about like
Put this crap in here.
riding around in a Volkswagen or something. It's like, what? Becky wins! 7 minutes. 17 seconds. Poor Natalia. She's a diaper baby.
She's a diaper baby.
She lost.
Piccolo says on Sunday nights, if you ever watch A&E, they started a similar series.
Similar to what?
A similar series of, what is it?
Hogwarts?
Piccolo? Hogwarts.
Is that what we're talking about? I can't think either that or MTV Video Music Awards. That's true.
Ooh. Ooh, it's deadbeat dad.
Please take it and go back to NXT. Gracias means thank you. I just translated everything he said. He said he's going to win next week and take it back to Raw.
Mm-hmm. I think the Saints are going to win that Monday Night Football.
Yeah, well,
game
the
on
Panthers
ABC.
set themselves back 7 years on draft day. They traded up to get a quarterback, and then they picked the worst quarterback they could possibly imagine. And so now the draft picks they traded away are going to come back to haunt them. Plus, the quarterback they drafted is going to haunt them for at least 3 years because you got to keep trying and trying and trying. So they are to long term. Uh-oh, Emporium. Oh, God. Giovanni's going to wrestle.
Piccolo says it's called WWE Hidden Treasures. Now it's Hip Hop Most Hidden Treasures. And Ice-T is a host. Okay.
Ice-T.
Piccolo says the premise is going to old school rappers for memorabilia for a hip hop museum, I guess.
Oh, I get it.
In this episode, they
Are
were
they-
attempting to search for Master P's No Limit gold plated tank.
Oh, that's awesome. I would have probably watched that. Are they looking for any of Suge Knight's like guns or anything? Like when he held Vanilla Ice out the window? Like
Ask him. He's in prison. He'll have to tell you. Chris says, here comes Kaiser. No Gunther. No Gunther.
Yeah, Gunther's not going to show up.
Why would he come down for this?
This is diaper baby
This
stuff.
isn't worth his time.
Oh, shit. I think the Panthers just scored a touchdown. They did. They did.
Wow. It's not going to help him.
Don't call it a comeback.
They're
But
going
they're
to get
going
a
for
two-point
two.
attempt.
Well, they have to. And,
Oh, they got it.
yeah.
Wow.
Now it's a field goal game.
Why was
Onside kick, baby!
why was he waving?
Oh, what do you mean? Before the play?
He was like
He probably waving to his mom or something.
the quarterback. He was like while I was running. Piccolo says possibly to your Suge Knight question. Ravi says, okay, ring announcer, don't shout like you're straining out a turd. Oh, God.
Are you talking about that before he threw the ball?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just playing backyard football. He's telling him to run that way. And then he did, and they threw it to him. Usually everything's drawn up, but once a play breaks down, then you have to play backyard quarterback. Run that way. Run that way.
My God, make yourself available, you stupid bastard.
I thought you meant after the play. I'm like, I have no idea.
No, it was during the play.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I saw it in the replay. Oh, here it comes. Onside kick. The chance of success with this is like 0.001%. .000%. They could have had it. He should have jumped on that. Why didn't he jump at it?
I don't know.
Once it goes 10 yards, which is that hash mark, he could have jumped on it, but he ran by it.
I don't know why he did that. Weird.
Onside kicks are stupid anymore. They should make them where there's a way high percentage of it. But anyways, watch. That guy, he's right. Now drop on it now.
Oh, he ran past it?
Yeah.
Maybe?
Don't be faster than the ball. See? Oh. 42 is, I mean, obviously he's on the kick team, so he's probably not a starter or any good or anything, but fuck, dude.
Oh no, that brown guy's broken. I said,
Excuse
oh no, that
me?
brown guy's broken. What? He's on the Browns.
I get it.
Poor defense guy. He's broken.
Dude, tears Achilles. Oh, you can't tackle like that, dude.
What? You should be in so much trouble. Where's the flag on the play?
Damn, she was angry.
Is she a South Pole elf?
Why do they have football commercials on wrestling?
I don't know, but 99 just gave up on life. That's who got hurt. He's just like, the other guys, I gotcha! He was, the other guy was like, I'm going to tackle him.
If Ciampa doesn't win this in like 2 minutes, there's something wrong. Ciampa's like actually decent, and this dude is terrible.
Robbie says the ring announcer isn't great.
No, she needs to go. I said it. Like if I took over, she'd be one of the first ones to go.
Right.
The first thing to go, like just gone.
Chris says, just saw Shotzi's YouTube channel. She's wearing a wig again, thank goodness.
I would bring JoJo back if she could do it. Like I don't know with her kid, with the kids and everything.
Right.
But why not?
Bring her back so she has something to give her
Like
kids.
a job. And
But anyway, she went out with her redhead friend, Brandy Lauren. They went to Florida Amusement Park, Halloween Horror Nights. Cool. Pico's like the unlucky bounce. Chris says, gotta love the squib kick.
it's terrible. It's like they need to change the rules for the onside kick, like they used to be. You used to be able to recover them. Like it was like 7%. Now it's not even close. It's probably less than 1%. Anyways, we are underway.
Tommaso Ciampa and Giovanni Vinci duty.
Oh, we all get to watch this. This will be fun. Kaiser! When's he going to hook up with Homegirl?
Maybe they already have. We don't know it.
No, I meant for wrestling.
Oh.
Not what they do in their personal life. I don't want to see that. Just Maxine. It's over 3, 2, and 1.
Oh no, the final happened and the Saints won.
The Saints are 2-0, baby. Super Bowl bound. Did the Chiefs win this weekend? I didn't actually look at any of the scores.
I have no idea.
They played the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Did he get Kelsey back?
I don't know. I know he's dating, what's her name, though? Like the most famous woman in the world right now.
Who is?
Travis Kelce.
He's dating somebody?
The most famous woman in the world.
Margot Robbie? Gal Gadot? Kim Kardashian? Who is it?
Try one more. You'll get it. Think of the most popular woman in the world. Besides, like, the president's wife. Although I don't know this president's wife.
Jennifer Lopez.
She's pretty popular. But she's, like, 60 and he's 20.
Who is it? Dolly Parton.
Taylor Swift.
She's 60? God damn. Old ass bitch, anyways.
I was talking about Jennifer Lopez. You said Jennifer Lopez, not me.
Pickle's like, sponsored by Hair Club for Men. Pickle's like,
Yeah.
yes. LOL Swifty. I even know that deal. Congratulations, Pico.
It's a big,
What a dumbass. He should probably find a normal girl.
he wants to be in a song.
Well, just dump her now. He'll be in a song.
Like, look.
He needs to find a normal girl.
I know you're from Philadelphia.
She's fucking trouble, that bitch is.
I know you're from Philadelphia, and you don't want me to win the Super Bowl this year.
Chris's chimpanzee
Oh my God.
Champa care flat lining just like his theme song.
Meep, meep, meep.
Oh no. Grabbing his tights.
Ciampa has like ADD. Like he's all over the place. He's trying to fight two guys.
It's like that guy on the outside's distracting for me. I gotta do it.
Because of the ADD.
Hassan says, how was Raw going, guys?
It's okay. It's just been fun hanging out with you guys, to be honest.
It's
The show hasn't
slowly
been great.
but surely doing its thing.
Why is the referee tapping?
I don't know. He's like, are you gonna tap? Are you gonna do a tappy? Are you gonna do
Just
a tappy
tap out,
tappy?
you stupid.
Robbie's like, Taylor
321.
Swift, the most famous woman. LOL. That's Cap.
Who's the famous? Who's Cap? Is that a woman or is that a saying?
I think they mean like that's Cap, like that's like factual or that's not true or.
Well, which one is it?
I don't know.
Factual means different than not true. I'm like, oh, cool. Oh, never mind.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Which one's Cap? But she is, right? Like, she has to be the most famous woman in the world, besides, like, Oprah. Oprah got some pub this last month with the fires in Maui. Her and The Rock got in a little bit of trouble.
Good. They should be. They should be blacklisted forever.
They started, like, a foundation to help Maui with people's money.
That's not their own because they're fucking retards.
They didn't put in their own, of course.
Of course. Why would they do
Oprah's
something like that?
I guarantee $100 million. I'll get people to donate it. Like, okay.
I ain't donating shit. Government should be taking care of them and not in the way that they think they're going to. Bunch of pieces of poop.
Should have painted your roof blue. That's the new tinfoil hat, by the way. And what's funny is because I was like, hey, when we do our roof, we should do it blue. And then this shit happened, and now I'm like, I can't do a blue roof anymore? That's fucking bullshit.
It's conspiracy theory.
Put tinfoil on the windows and paint the house roof blue.
That's right.
But I like the blue roof because you only really have a certain amount of colors, right? There's like 5 colors or whatever.
True.
And I don't want red. It's kind of weird. And so blue's pretty cool, but now I can't do that. And then the other ones, there's like charcoal on black. No, so that's white. That's all that's left. I'll do a mirror.
The poor birds.
When they hit it with the laser, it just ricochets back at it. That would be funny. I've seen Real Genius. I know how this works.
Oh, he's like tinfoil hat. Oh, don't go out in the lightning. Whatever, Robbie. That doesn't work.
Then he kicks him out after he just invited him in.
Right after he just gave him a home. Sorry, dude. You're now homeless. Get out.
Nobody likes you.
I'm saving money a different way. Yeah, so cute. Weirdos. Oh my goodness, this is a long commercial after that match. What's the next match going to be? What?
Oh, just the people in the comments are telling them how to do stuff on the
Oh.
Cody. This guy goes, first, you need to have a beer.
You might.
Because everybody gets lost in doing it. I've done it so many times, I'm fine with it. But that guy's like, first, you need to have a beer.
Yeah, smartest.
Hey, this is that show I just showed you.
Why would you answer the phone again? I don't understand it. It's weird.
Now do I have your attention?
Why would you even answer the phone? Unknown number? Not answering. Dun, dun, dun.
Isn't that a wrestling group?
Yes, it's that one that you think the Judgment Day is.
Oh, yeah. With Reckoning and T-Bar.
Oh, found. Is it because the one of them kidnaps the people and the other one's like, I found him? What in the fuck is going on with this guy?
What the hell? Is that a B or a V or a 3 or an S and 3? I can't tell what's on his shirt.
An 8? I don't know what's happening.
It's opened. Look at his glass.
Rob is like, Liberty, Liberty. So will KO and Uso have a mini feud? Maybe.
Why don't you just wrestle him?
I wonder what he looks like with short hair.
Like a weirdo with a big nose.
Oh my god, Jesus is taking his hands off the wheel. I mean, Seth Rollins. Not the ball.
He wants the balls in his hand.
Ew, he's got balls. What was that?
My noisemaker.
Oh, he broke it? He threw it on the ground? It's weird. That's not going to bring it back.
Well, it's supposed to. I was
Is
trying
it?
to do... Yeah. My silent incantation.
Ooh, it's going to be nobody to define it.
It's gonna be me.
Byron Saxon's like, oh my god. I'm
What's the main
terrified.
event? Why hasn't it started yet?
I don't know. I don't think they know what the main event is.
Is it Cody and anybody? He was out there early.
They didn't give him that as a touchdown, huh? So I guess not a touchdown.
Who's the
sir.
newest member of the Monday Night roster? Oh, Uso. Wait, so Jey Uso's wrestling Drew McIntyre?
What the fuck?
That's kind of a big deal.
What is happening? This is weird. Ow.
Is Drew McIntyre going to lose to Jey Uso, a tag team guy? I don't like that at all.
I don't trust you.
Judgment Day will show up and beat both of them up.
No,
It'll be
sweet.
it'll be a double disqualification.
Oh. Well, there you go.
That's how it ends.
Why are they showing so much of this?
Because they have to tell us what's happening.
Actions have consequences.
Tag him up.
He's going to enjoy every single second. I'm not.
Well, Drew should win.
Take a nap.
Uh-oh. Drew's not coming out first. That usually means he beats him up before they get to the ring.
What? That's weird.
Remember? We learned that during the pandemic. If he would come out first, then he would go to the ring. But if he came out second, he would always beat somebody up. But obviously there's not enough animation.
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 There's not enough animation
This
for
is
that to be
not.
happening.
Not animation. A words. Animosity. There we go.
Pickle says lots of hand holding since we just cannot keep up. I can't keep up what's happening. The rehashed trash of Jey Uso and why he's over there and why Drew Mack hates him. I mean, my God. They went back 5 years to show the story of why they hate each other.
They did too.
Pickles like the intricate storylines.
I think it's this one. That might not be though.
I thought it was the ESPN one that was still
be.
going. I think the other one ended. Nope.
This is TNT. I don't know what ESPN is. So
It is the 8 one. I can't remember which one it was.
it's all good.
Let's not and say we did anyways. Lies.
What's happening over there?
How would I know what's going on?
That looks broken.
You broke it.
It's The Exorcist.
Oh no, not the Exorcist.
That shit's terrifying.
It's creepy.
Yeah, every bit.
He calls like MK1 looks insane. You picking it up, Travis? Ouch.
I don't know what that means.
MK1 looks insane. You picking it up?
Is it a game?
Is it a game? I don't know what it is.
MK. Is it a video game? Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
I figured it out. It does look pretty good, but Batista screams Mortal Kombat in the commercial, so I'm like, and what's her name's one of the voices? The girl you don't like, that's gorgeous, but you say she's not. Megan Fox.
Picola says, yeah, I'll pass on that show. It's not for me. Yeah, not The Exorcist.
Oh, it's terrifying, man. The first one is so scary. Like, it's literally the scariest movie ever made. And so this one, and it looks pretty bad. And then they try to throw in the psychological stuff. They should just have AI write this shit. Because I bet you they could get to everybody that way.
And Pickle says, yes, Ronda Rousey too. In Mortal Kombat. Eh.
And he brings this kid. And you boot him out. You need to leave.
And your child.
I've saved enough money switching my phone plan. What'd you charge him, like $40?
Well, he's sleeping in their living room, so I don't know.
Jesus.
I think her dog is broken.
Probably.
He probably needs to do his business.
There's like 15 minutes
I know. He
20.
waited until the last 20 minutes to have a freak out.
like a metal rod in the middle of it.
Probably a good thing that it is, or it'd probably be already broken. Stop.
I'm pointing at the words. Gab. Who's she wrestling? Anybody good? Natalia again? Ontario, California.
Next week on Raw.
Nobody's heard of that, so can they go somewhere else?
They're going to California.
Ontario,
Ew.
which is in Canada. California.
They're like, let's go to California, Ontario. They're like, let's fight in Canada.
Oh, hey,
it's
that's
not
what we
in
need.
Canada.
Now they're calling him Big. That's Vince McMahon doing. Otis versus Bronson Reed.
Because he can't be...
He likes doing the big or just the other, what do they call that? Adjective?
Descriptive word?
Yeah, I think it's adjective. Is it a pronoun?
No.
Adjective. Drew Mac!
It's Drew McIntyre coming out.
What the fuck? Doesn't even look like a kilt. At this point, it just looks like a dress.
Why are you wearing a big old skirt, sir? Skirt with Angela.
Is that the same Angela? I don't remember her having a wooden handle.
What? I know.
She had a metal handle before, I'm pretty sure. He's got a clean beard shave. It's kind of nice. Not a lot of people can go to work with a big old, prison shank like that. Could you walk into work with that?
Probably not. They'd probably have a problem.
You're like, it's just Angela. Who was the crazy lady? What was hers called? That movie we just watched.
Oh.
She had that big ass knife.
I don't remember what that name of that knife was.
It was just like a Megan or something. It was just a name. Like, who's that?
I don't remember.
She pulls her out of her purse. What are you, Crocodile Dundee?
What the hell was the name of the knife?
I'm pretty sure it started with like Margot or just something with an M. I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong. Hey, look, Money in the Bank briefcase. I've got one of those right there.
He's like, let me rip off my pants.
That means it's time to get real.
Gross.
Crowdless championship win over Brock Lesnar.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which is true. That's how he won the title.
Oh my god, can you guys just fight already? Get it over with.
They're gonna have a banger.
Did they ring the bell?
I think so. I usually don't time the last match because it goes to the last minute, but I have a feeling this one's going to have interference. There's no way Jay can win this match. If that's all you got, this is going to be quick.
Ooh.
A tag team wrestler cannot beat a singles wrestler, and then a singles wrestler of Drew's caliber. It's just not happening unless it's a quick roll-up. Meaning that they have to do something else. Mm-hmm. Which is going to happen. They're going to get jumped by the Judgment Day. Like, Judgment Day is going to come out there and probably attack Drew. Mm. And then he'll have to make a decision if he's going to join them. Yeah.
Or join them.
And he'll help Drew.
People's like, you mean it hasn't started? No, it started.
It's underway now.
It's underway.
But just for like 1 minute. Like, yeah, 1 minute exactly. Jey Uso pants came off. Now he's pulling them up.
Oh no, not his pants.
Drew McIntyre, the big old dude, does look like he's kind of laid off the working out for a minute, but still huge.
Right.
But just not as big as he was when he was doing his run. Did he shave his chest too?
I don't know.
It looks a lot more barren.
He might have.
I mean,
Trimmed it maybe.
Yeah, there's hair there, but it's just not as. He's not as dark.
Right.
Like his skin's lighter, so.
It's not as manly looking.
But yeah, see, it's shorter. He's like shaved it. And now it's growing back. I feel him though. I feel like shaving mine all the time. I need to shave my nasty ass back with a machete.
Creepy.
Jay looks like he's not working out either, so.
Everybody's on an off.
Right? They're off cycles. It's not WrestleMania season. It's fall, for fuck's sakes.
Soup season, bitches. Lattes of pumpkin spice.
Yeah. My favorite Spice Girl.
Pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
I didn't even know she was in the band.
Oh, she's in the band.
Yeah, they
Whack.
do. They need to look over shoulders. Oh no,
Oh,
his
God.
face.
Stomping on his face.
Not the face stomp.
Get him, Drew. You're supposed to be the face of the franchise. You wanted to be world champion. Show us how you could have done it.
Yeah.
You were supposed to beat Roman Reigns at Clash of the Castle. And if it wasn't for the freaking smallest oos with a thumb, you would have.
The smallest one with a thumb.
What? He's shortest. Kind of heavy, but still short. Old Solo. Sakaya. Whatever his name is. The
Dark Ages of no crowds.
Get it? The Dark
Wade
Ages?
Barrett
Because he had
says.
the sword.
The Dark Ages. What a weirdo. He fell down.
I'd like to see Wade Barrett stand next to McIntyre. Wade Barrett's a big dude, too.
I think Jay needs to either lose weight or get bigger pants.
Yeah.
Because his pants are not quite big enough for
It's
him.
funny to see him now because he has no muscle anymore. When he was all big, when he was in the bloodline. Mm-hmm. And now he's kind of got the belly and the no muscles in his arms and chest. Why is his chest red right in the middle?
Because Drew McIntyre beat the crap out of him. Remember? He ripped off his shirt and then slapped him a few times. Yes, Travis, your Retribution people are down there.
Is that really their name?
The Judgment Day.
Oh. I was like, that doesn't sound right.
And commercial break.
Commercial.
Oh, goody gumdrops for us all.
There is a Scooby van in Rigby for sale.
Oh.
It's the Mystery Machine. Even the inside's painted.
Oh.
I
That's
was like, oh
nice.
my God. It's a 79. And I was like, it's not the actual van, though. It's not the same one.
Right.
It's just a normal, like, Chevy van or whatever. But I love those old ones with the flat front. But
P-Cola's like, I'm excited. What you excited for, P-Cola?
what wouldn't he be excited for?
I don't know. Something.
Let's have a huddle.
Weirdos. Your cat's now telling you the problem, too.
Eh,
Everybody's having a problem. You guys got
I'll
10
solve
minutes.
Check out the hook, my DJ Revolve It. Found it.
What is it? Oh.
They only want 22,000 for
It's a
it.
1977 Dodge.
Oh, I was way off. I said 79.
Silly.
It's not silly. There's nothing silly about that. That's
It's
bad.
driven 1 million miles.
It's not real.
Why would they put that then?
It's funny. But yeah.
How many mysteries has it solved?
1 million. But it's the wrong kind of van, but still, it's still cool.
Hassan says, hi there, guys. Is this the last one? Yeah.
Yeah, it
The
is.
Drew McIntyre, Jey Uso match is the last one.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, totally. So addictive.
Yeah, see, it's supposed to have that flat front end. And there was one in town that was like that. Mm-hmm. And it was white, and they only wanted like $3,000 for it. And I was like, fuck, I should buy that. And I didn't. It was nice. So even if you didn't turn it into this, it would have still been nice.
Oh, that's the girl he was yakking about on that commercial with Ben Affleck and the
the one I
coffee
don't know.
commercial. Yeah.
What'd they call
That's
her?
who Ravi was talking about.
What was her name?
Ice Spice.
Oh, another Spice Girl.
Yeah.
It's like pumpkin spice, but ice spice. Mm-hmm. I couldn't understand what she was saying. That time I didn't even listen because I was talking about the Mystery Machine. By the way, there's a Scooby-Doo channel on that 24/7 channels too.
Oh.
I thought about doing that Hulk Hogan Rock and Wrestling one on our TikTok page. Just set it up and be done.
That's funny.
Let people watch it until my phone dies, or
Just
do it a few hours a day.
would it let you?
I wouldn't.
I don't know. Sunset, I hope it's almost time for a Raw talk. Riv and JD from New York review on Raw.
Yeah.
It is almost time. It's the last match of the night, you know, Jey Uso and Drew McIntyre. So, the Raw's almost over.
Old Drew Mac. Ooh. Now they're going to want Jay to join. And Jay's going to turn on them.
He's gonna turn on him.
And then he's going to cash in the Money in the Bank on Roman. Because he's going to steal it from... What?
Damien?
Yeah, he's going to steal it from Damien. Because Damien doesn't have a chance to ever be it. Makes sense.
Neither's Jay.
Yeah, but it adds to the bloodline story. So hypothetically, he could get the title and turn it in on Seth.
Oh.
And then rejoin it, and then the bloodline has all the belts. But different people this time.
Oh, jeez. That's just silliness.
Just saying it can happen. I don't see Damien being champion. I wouldn't hate it. I'm just saying I don't see it. Oh, it's a kiss. Is it a French kiss? No, it was Glasgow.
It's the Glasgow kiss.
That's what you do. Like if you're with a girl and you're like, hey, let's Glasgow kiss. You just headbutt them.
Oh, God.
They love it.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, it's a lot of sexual stuff involved. If they're into that S&M stuff.
Holy crap. The last part of the show is just dragging by. My
Because we
goodness.
know what's going to happen. And there's only like 5 minutes left. It's fine. Suck it up.
But it's
Suck
been
it up.
dragging for like the last 20 minutes. Like, oh
Since
my
this
God.
match started.
Before it started.
Because this match, you're not looking forward to. Because we know there's not going to be a clear winner, even though Drew should have already won with a Claymore. But they don't want to do that to Jay because it hurts the storyline. Blah, 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 blah. Oh!
Not
That
the
wasn't a right hand. That
hand.
was a forearm. It's a forearm shiver.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Why is there fireworks in the ring posts? Have they done fireworks in the ring post?
No, I think it's wherever he wants to put Angela.
There's one in each corner.
Maybe he decided which one he wanted to put
See?
it, and it wasn't one of those.
When they do that, usually there's something where fire shoots out.
Why would fire shoot out?
Why would they have canisters for fire to shoot out, and they weren't there earlier?
Why would he put Angela in one of them?
I didn't see Angela in a canister. Which one is she in?
Oh, no, they don't
She's
show
right
that.
there. I see her handle.
Oh, she's on the other side, not in the canister.
Who has fire? It's a wrestler
Edge.
that has fire. He does, yeah. I think. When he's Gangrel.
Pickle's like, shenanigans happen. Figure it won't be a clean win.
Well, yeah, we knew that. But there's canisters in each corner, and they usually do that when, like, Kane shows up. Or anybody else that deserves...
They're in Salt Lake.
I know, that's what I said.
Can't be Kane.
Well, I said, or anybody else that goes... Somebody's supposed to show up tonight? How much time's left? There's not enough time. There's only 5 minutes.
Oh, no.
You're not going to beat him with a kick.
Shouldn't.
No, you're not beating him with a kick. Presumably. Smack him. Dude, it's our time, Oos. He doesn't like it. He's like, damn it, they're going to think I'm siding with him. Kevin Owens is going to get upset about this. He's going to turn on the Judgment Day and get Claymored. What? See? See? And now a Claymore. Right here. Drew should have won anyways, but that way it's way cleaner. That's what should happen.
Right.
13:32. How was that only 13:32?
I don't know, because it felt like an hour. Ugh.
Yeah, but now he can respect him.
Yeah, respect his ass. Is the Judgment Day going to beat up Drew? Arrgh!
Yeah, and then it'll be 2-on-3, which with Dominic doesn't count as a third,
Thank
so
God
it's
nobody
just
cares about
2-on-2.
him.
2-on-2 and .1.
You took advantage of a situation we have going on here, sir.
Quit taking advantage.
Situation. Nope, he's leaving.
Oh, he'll come back.
Oh, they're going to beat him up instead.
They'll go after
They're
Drew.
like, I'm going to get in here to the ring to beat him up. Blah.
Drew will be back.
He forgot Angela.
I said he'll be back. See? He'll be back.
Angela. Oh, no.
It's a beatdown. The real question is would Roman help? Because it's his blood.
Feels like he took his job. Oh, no.
Drew doesn't know what to do. He's kind of torn here, but he's coming back.
Well, should he get beat up? I mean, he kind of deserves it, but at the same time.
He'll be in there in a second.
Crisis of conscience. Is he going to walk away?
He
He's
did.
walking away.
He'll turn back.
What a
The crowd
loser.
the crowd won't like that. See?
He doesn't know Jey Uso anything. Maybe he does.
Why are they looking at him? That's dumb.
Oh,
Cody.
Cody's going to come down and help.
Is that for the fireworks?
I don't know.
Now if they get Cody in trouble, which they should for it to work. Did Drew leave? Yeah, he's
he
not up there
left.
anymore.
He's like, and done.
That's weird. But that works.
Well, now I don't have to worry about it.
Why would they do that? They had an opportunity there. That's weird.
Oh, no. No.
They must have already launched those fireworks. Maybe they did it before the match. With Drew when he came out.
Oh, maybe. He does get fireworks. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for hanging out with us tonight on Monday Night Raw. We'll be back again on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite. We'll see how well that goes.
Dynamite.
But anyways, have a good start to your guys' week. We'll hopefully see most of you on Wednesday.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.